If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. No, that's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
I don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit her with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Steers on the sides with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a molding. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You don't know what is a star? Like under the city, the driver's side floor. Gucci galore, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as could be. You can watch on YouTube with viewing for free. Ay, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Leroy. Hey. Guess what, dude? That's how you start a football season. Woo!
2 teams. Who are you more impressed with?
Dolphins. Goosies. Dolphins.
Because of who they played
galore.
against?
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah. I mean,
right.
the Canes I'm impressed with very much, but no, the Dolphins was that was incredible. Dude, did you see the football around the league yesterday? How terrible it was?
Yeah.
The slot. I mean, you watch Cleveland Cincinnati. Joe Burrow. Mr. Can't cross 100.
It was, the weather was so bad.
Woo! The football was bad all over the place, and we're watching a different sport, dude, because Tua and Tyreek, the greatest drug in the sport. I mean, I can't get enough of it.
Daddy loves you guys.
I am so addicted to those two connecting. Leroy, it's so explosive. It's so much fun.
It is.
It's so much
And
fun.
then if you sleep on him, Waddle.
And now,
How about
he plays.
Whoa.
Hey,
great
were you shocked that's how much run Smythe got?
No.
Well, because he
Smythe's always good for 45.
he's always good for 45.
He's good for 40. He's good for a couple of. He's just good for a few.
And
a
Craig
few
Crab's going
15
to catch a
yarders.
touchdown.
Of course.
Ooh.
Oh, dude.
That's the most amazing thing.
It was such a good game yesterday. It was so much fun. I nearly wanted to murder Justin Sanders, respectively, figuratively, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I know why. It's not because of Jason Sanders. Let me tell you why. Because there have been too many times in the past. Boom, 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 field goal, lose by 1.
Yes. And the defense hasn't done anything up to that point.
It's your scars that you projected onto Jason Sanders.
I know, but you know what? It's not my fault. It's one of those things with this team and the defense, dude. It was just at a point where
oh my goodness,
they couldn't stop anybody. I was so scared.
Hey, Fangs, feel free to use more pressure when you sitting back doesn't work.
Yeah, but you want to know something about the old? The old love dialing it up because they love an old school phone.
Jesus.
They love an old school phone, so they love dialing it up when they need to. When you least expect it, the old love to dial it up.
Yeah.
And Fangs, right when it mattered, he just sent a mauling of pass rushers right at Justin Herbert, who's like, "It's a giant."
It really was.
It's a giant. And then
So many people.
he's just got Jalen Phillips. Jalen Phillips like, oh. Roughing the passer, this dude.
Okay.
Roughing the passer, this, because I'm pretty sure he put him in this full Nelson headlock to spike him onto the ground.
Right.
But you can't call that at the end of a game.
No way.
Well, here's the other reason why you can't call it. Because they had done nothing to earn that. Right? Justin Herbert had done nothing to get the benefit of that call.
Bum. Rode the coattails that entire game of Austin Eckler.
He's not a bum. He's not a bum.
The bum. Overrated. And let me tell you something right now, dude. Mike Tannenbaum. Justin Herbert over Tua. Oh, yeah? Would you? Good. That's why you're sitting at ESPN right now on television. And I'm going to tell you something right now, dude. I am watching all the rats. I'm watching Cowherd. I'm watching Tannenbaum. I'm watching Chris Sims. I'm watching Ryan Clark. I'm watching the rats trying to get back on the Tua ship.
Wow.
And let me tell you something, dude.
Wait,
You ain't
did they
allowed.
do it in Jet Up?
Dude, it was a party yesterday. I really can't get enough. Is Tyreek like this Tyreek Hill? He's so fast.
But here's
So
the deal.
fast. He's so fast.
Here's the deal. If you're a Kansas City fan, are you going?
I was wondering that because like, yeah, you want to.
But here's the problem. They won the Super Bowl last year without it.
I know.
But
It's a
still,
good argument. It's a good
look-
argument.
It looks.
It's a good argument. I would ask. I have a couple of Kansas City fans, and we have of course Lorenzo from the he loves his Kansas City Chiefs.
Right.
I have Sean, who I do the Tapped Out show with. He's in Kansas City, and he's always like, "No, I don't miss Tyreek Hill." How do you not miss that? It's the most fun thing in sports.
How can you not say you? I mean,
the Super Bowl helps.
Wait.
But like,
did win the MVP too. Did he win the
I
MVP
mean, but-
last year, right?
Yeah, but like when you see Kadarius Toney do what he did, and then you see Tyreek Hill just running around willy nilly.
Willy nilly. I got to tell
Daddy
you,
loves you guys.
there's two teams I look for stuff like that, like Kansas City, because I always wonder. You say you can do without somebody. Can they say they can? They won a Super Bowl, yes, but the team doesn't look the same.
I
It
just
really
think like,
doesn't.
how do you not miss that? That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Like, listen,
And the
you
other
can win.
team, Pittsburgh.
Oh, you bastards! I mean, they killed me. That was the one where I looked at my picks from this weekend. I'm just like, are you kidding me, Pittsburgh? I was doing the.
Let's review our picks.
No.
shall we?
All right, fine.
Here,
I have. I mean, you have them. All right, you got them. I know. The only team that won for me was the Dolphins. My first,
Wow.
my
All
first
right.
pick. It was my only win.
So
That's not good. Dude.
No, it's not
here's
good.
here's
That
a
was-
review.
That was a gamble too.
Hold on, what the hell?
It was very
Oh, you
close.
sent them to group chat.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, we don't have to. The
we
headlines
do.
brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center, by the way. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Yeah, we don't have to you
Oh,
don't have
yes,
to
we do.
recap them. It's
All right, so here were the picks. Tobin took Miami +3, Pittsburgh +3, the Jets +2.5,
oof.
Cincinnati -2,
Oof.
Oof.
and New Orleans -3.
Oof.
Oof.
All right. No,
I
New Orleans. Oh, -3, yeah.
No, minus they only won
And-
by one. In
and
spite of
I took
in spite of Tannehill throwing 3 interceptions.
Baltimore -9.5,
Easy money.
Minnesota -5.5, Philly
That was your only
-4,
loss, right?
Dallas -3, and
Oh, my
Jacksonville
God.
-5.
Dude, could you imagine? Like, can we laugh at something for a second?
What?
Let's
Please.
just imagine paying. Think about this.
Uh-huh.
Imagine playing
Daniel Jones,
$40 million.
Marcos,
Yes.
which was my point in time.
Wow.
Going into the game.
Yep.
40-0.
Wait a minute. You just paid Daniel Jones and didn't pay Saquon Barkley. How that's gonna play out?
Leroy, they paid him $40 million to get 0 points.
Right.
0.
So the only one I lost was Minnesota,
Yeah. Which
And-
was pretty shocking. I gotta be
which
honest
was
with you.
and
Yeah.
of all the games.
I thought that was
shocked
I wanted that game.
of all the games I'm shocked about.
Yeah, I wanted that
Like,
game. I could have. I could
And
have.
Baker Mayfield played well. So, but the problem with Baker is not that he can't play well, is that he's gonna go up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down.
Mhm.
So if you don't have a support behind him and try to figure out another way to win when he's not playing well, you're gonna be in trouble.
Maybe he'll be new Jared Goff. This will be his rehab place. You know.
Jared Goff's
no, I know, but
it's
maybe
a
he
lot
will.
better. It looks a lot better than this,
Well,
right? He's throwing the ball. He
game-
threw for 4,000 plus
The
yards.
game yesterday where I was stunned. We were doing the pregame, and we're watching Steelers and 49ers on here. Which what an
First of all, is
Oof.
is it safe to say the 49ers might be the best team in the league, but because of their quarterback, they don't get credit?
maybe
Because
dude,
they are.
I was not gonna lie. I did a little Purdy Santa to start the and then he's awesome. He's really
Yeah.
good. And Christian McCaffrey. I mean, my God,
That's my guy.
my God.
Guess
Yeah,
what?
he'll break.
I had the
eventually.
number 2 pick in the draft. and everybody was picking, the wide receivers. I'm like, why not pick both? I'll take Christian McCaffrey.
He's really good. He's good. There was at one point, this was the yardage difference. It was like, I think 232 to 1.
Is it safe to say Najee Harris is done?
I don't know.
Because he didn't have a good year last year.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Now, it's hard to say because that defense is really good. Really good. So
You talking about the Steelers defense?
no.
Oh,
San
49ers.
Francisco
Yeah,
49ers.
they're good.
Like, so
They're a good team.
They're a good team.
You know what else is a good team? Miami Dolphins.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes. I just
Best show in the NFL.
But
Best
here's-
show in the NFL.
Best game.
We're playing a different game.
Best
Tua's
game of the
out here.
weekend.
He's throwing for 500. Tyreek Hill said, I'm going to have 2,000 yards. I thought he was trolling, but apparently not.
Maybe 3,000 now.
But here's the deal. I'm curious because last year they were much more aggressive, right? And I always thought that part of the reason why they were that aggressive is because they couldn't play zone and you know what I mean? And because you were getting picked apart.
You're talking about the defense?
The defense.
Okay.
You come out this year and you go zone, and it looks like the D line is reacting and reading. So instead of rushing, they're like looking. And oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was a rough watch.
It was a rough
It was a rough
It was a rough watch.
It was a rough watch.
And then when they got in trouble, then they start being more aggressive, and lo and behold.
if it wasn't for it, look, the old need to figure things out sometimes. So I think Fangs is going to figure it out, but he's only got one more week. Otherwise, he's unnoticed.
Whoa.
Because he gets paid more
Because
than
he was
coaches.
because he was a field goal away from being Fat Cat Fangs.
Wow.
Yeah, but he's not now. Now he's he was just saving it.
Right.
He was
to dial it up. Wasn't he just like a few minutes ago? He
yeah,
dialed it
no,
up.
he did dial it up because they won. But he was I mean
He
was
had to.
he was a field goal away from Fat Cat
He
Fangs.
had to, because at that point you had to force the issue. Now, my question is, and this is always how I look at why coaches don't do things, right? If you blitz, you got to play man-to-man. And I wonder if they have questions about, because X was grabbing
Oh my
and
God.
doing everything
I
to
was
cover.
so mad at Xavier Howard.
But that's my
dude.
point. So if you have this information as a coach, you're like, I can't have these guys play man
Did
to
you
man.
see the patented Eli Apple celebration for a ball that was nowhere near him?
Oh my God. Wait. It was hard to determine. Wait, it was hard, Marcos. The ball went into the first row.
Yeah.
Clearly Herbert was throwing it away.
Yeah.
And Eli
Lockdown, baby.
No!
Lockdown.
Get
Lock
that
it down.
out of here.
Clamps.
Clamps.
I'm like,
Apple a day keeps the pass away.
I'm trying to be. So I'm like, yep, that's Eli Apple.
That's him. He's ours. That's our guy.
Right.
That's our boy. That's our guy.
But
33.
I really believe that from the looks of how they were playing early, they were afraid that they would get exposed if they played man-to-man, right?
Yeah.
And we need these linebackers to be a little more stout.
I don't disagree with you. I think everybody needs to be a little bit more stout on that defense.
You can't.
But I'll tell you, stout. O-line, dude.
Oh, yes.
O-line,
but
dude.
yeah,
Without
so-
Armstead.
So what I was saying last
Zero
week,
sacks.
what I was saying last
Wow.
week, before the season started, is like the thing you have to understand is they didn't go out and try to sign another offensive lineman. They didn't do pretty much anything, which meant to me they were pretty confident in the guys they had. And everybody could say what they want, or this guy's bad, or this guy's bad. But the Dolphins organization never flinched on these guys. So they must have saw something.
Mhm.
And to see them play this week, you go, huh, maybe these guys know what they're doing.
Well, the best news of all of it is Austin Jackson. Basically, you didn't hear from Joey Bosa yesterday, and Austin
Right.
Jackson.
And you what? By the
one of
way,
your first round picks got hurt last year with the ankle, and he's
we're not talking about a scrub defense either.
no
You have 4 Pro Bowlers,
highest paid safety.
highest paid safety, right?
And
Like,
then you got
so-
that dummy JC Jackson who gave
Oh
us
my
pass
goodness.
interference.
for as good as that guy's been, he had 2 or 3 of the dumbest plays in football.
It was incredible.
The pass interference.
That was amazing.
How about him taking the interception out to the 4-yard line?
I friggin'
Wow, that
yeah,
was-
that
yeah,
was
I
really
saw
dumb.
that.
That was underrated dumb.
Right.
was
And
dumb.
then, like, you take a knee, you get it on 25, because you keep in mind, they punted, and the Dolphins got the ball at 36-yard line.
I love Mike McDaniel. I love his onions. Wheelbarrow Mike was back. He's going, 4th and 7, let's go for it. I love him. And then
We call that no man's land.
he's like, you know what? Let's call a timeout. Let's see what we can do with 9 seconds. And you know what he does with 9 seconds? He gets a dummy cornerback to give him 3 points.
That's like, let's just
Good coaching.
think about this. Everybody in football takes that into the half.
Everybody.
He says, you know what? Hey, let's kick the tires on this.
I love that about him.
Right.
I love that about
he
him.
took a chance. Now, can I give you the opposite of that?
Mhm.
We were up 21-7 in the championship game at halftime. I mean, and we had the ball on our 10-yard line with a minute left and 3 timeouts. So we're highfalutin, right?
Yeah.
Drop back,
Mhm.
sack fumble, they score, go into the locker room 21-14.
Damn.
Right. So, like, when I see that, I get
a little queasy.
Yeah, but yeah, man, he took a chance. Like, and the thing is that he got a nice little chunk on the first play.
Yeah.
Right. And so now you're just
That's all they do is get chunks.
right. So yeah.
Man, what a day. Lots to celebrate. If you guys want to call in 305-567-0560, we'll hear a little bit from Tua, Tyreek, McCoachin. We got a Canes win to celebrate. We got a Marlins series victory to celebrate. We got Coco Gauff to celebrate. It's all happening for us, baby. We got a Pinks win without Messi. We can win without Messi. We can win without Messi. I didn't know that was possible. We can win without him.
You also played the worst team in MLS.
Okay.
Win's a win.
All right.
I thought we were the worst. Not
Oh,
anymore.
Yeah, true.
Back after this.
Goosies galore.
Touchdown! Touchdown! The Dolphins have recaptured the lead.
Oh, Kevin Harlan, baby. I need Kevin Harlan on every Dolphins game. He makes it hit, like, he just makes it slap more, dude. You know?
It's
He's
the
so
voice.
good, dude.
He's so good. He's so good. And especially, like, he's got to love calling Tua and Tyreek. I mean, it's addicting. I love watching these guys in action. I love watching what these two do.
You know what was interesting after the game?
Mhm.
The comment section is usually very negative, always.
Yeah.
I went on the YouTube comment section to watch the highlights again because the game was just so amazing. Every single person in that comment section was like, Dolphins are the most exciting team.
Yeah.
That was the best game of week
Yeah.
1.
Because everybody else around the league, it's slop. You're seeing like nothing but like 16-15s, 20-9s. Leroy was watching Burro throw for 80 yards.
The weather was
I think you have to
so
give back the
bad,
paycheck
though.
after that.
It
That was
so-
bad.
The weather
Perfect
was so
timing.
bad. So bad. In fact, we had, like I said, I have a group chat with some former players, and one of the defensive guys said, they need to throw it more. I said, I'm muting you out of the chat.
You banned.
It's pouring.
You
Can I
banned.
just say, look, I don't participate in fantasy football because I suck. But there is one league that I have to because like we've been doing it for so long. Long story short, it auto drafted. These are my picks. Cooper Kupp out for the season. And my quarterback, Joe Burrow. And I'm like, what the hell is going on that Joe Burrow has like 2 points? What is going on?
Something about him versus the Browns, dude.
Can't
Something
get
about
past
him
Yeah,
versus
they're
the
like
Battle of
5-1.
Yeah, he's not good against that team. It's a very strange thing. But no, like everybody else was week 1 muck and the Dolphins were drugs. Because like even the Chargers was like, it was just frustrating because they were like, it was all run. It was all running. Justin Herbert had like 2 throws that were cool.
Right.
But yeah, same, very Tannehill-esque from old Justin Herbert. Just saying.
I got to tell you, there's a couple of
Gotta say, not impressed.
who like
Okay.
take
Not
Tua out,
impressed.
take Tua out of it.
Hmm.
Who were you like when you see the stats throughout football? You go,
Love? Jordan Love?
well, I told you that.
You did, but you asked me a question.
No, Richardson.
Yeah, he was having a nice game, but he had a really bad pick to end it.
Really?
Like
Okay.
he had a chance to take him over the top, and he's a rookie. Like, but
Right.
Richardson threw an awful. All the rookies were bad yesterday.
How about Ridley?
Who?
Ridley, the
Yeah.
wide receiver. Back, I mean, the year off.
Yep. But yeah, Richardson got off to a nice start. Really bad ending.
Okay.
Yeah, but probably Love, probably Love, probably Purdy. I mean, those,
Yeah.
those,
And it's not for lack of listen, I'll say this. Purdy, I'm less shocked because we've seen him do it and we just wondered if he's that good or he's just
right.
got a little groove going. So that was proven. He can play. But Jordan Love, I had never seen it, but I gave that organization the benefit of the doubt because they've had a Hall of Fame quarterback under center for the last 25 years.
It's just so
And we said the same thing. I don't know if you guys remember when they got rid of Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers became the quarterback. We're saying the same things we said now about Jordan Love. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt till proven otherwise.
it's just with the Dolphins, Margos. It's like you're not used to this, like it's still new. It's still just last year. And the other thing is, dude, Tua he hasn't played since Christmas Eve, a real game.
Right.
And he's so much fun. Tyreek Hill's so much fun. And you're not used to this because like the last time you had this type of start was Ricky. Like, oh, that's must-see offense.
Right.
And that was, but this aerial attack, when you're seeing he's doing numbers the likes of Dan Marino, which first of all, shout out to Dan Marino. I mean,
yeah.
ahead of his time.
Hey, by the way,
Hmm?
that commercial, the coming out of
Oh,
the
okay.
it's
So good.
It's hilarious.
That is good.
But
When he takes you see the one where he takes the reading glasses because he can't read the little armband?
But yeah, man, I just think that everybody just doesn't know what to do with their hands when
Right.
you get in there and you watch these guys because Leroy, I mean, they basically, what did they punt once yesterday?
Yeah.
And they had, I mean, the Connor Williams, I wanted ousted.
Oh,
It should have
my
been the
God.
score could
Oh,
have been a
my
lot
God.
worse because the first drive they went down the field.
Yeah. And still, it was amazing to see. Can I hear a little bit from Tua? You know, this was of course him versus Justin Herbert. Tua now up 2-1 in the all-time series. And here is Tua on facing his draft counterparts.
I don't look at it as, hey, I'm competing to be better than this person, better than that person. My job is plain and simple, and it's to help our guys win a football game and help our guys or help lead our team to where we want to go to, and that's Super Bowl. So I don't look at it, in that sense, and I don't look at it as this guy's doing this guy's doing that. We're all different players. Joe plays different than the way I play. J Herb, he plays different than the way I play. And so you take it for what it is, and you're not playing against them. You're playing against their defense.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Read between the lines.
What you
guys.
got, J Herb? And when I say
That's a terrible nickname, by the way.
and when I
J.
say
Herb.
and when I say play different, I mean not as good as me. That's what I mean.
Outdueled him.
The
dude.
only thing that could ever stop me is head health, and other than that, I'm the greatest thing that's ever stepped on a football field. This guy's so good.
So
I mean,
good.
you know what the crazy thing is? Like, people thought this kid wasn't good,
Who?
and Tua.
Oh,
People
that's-
actually,
you know what?
and these dummies have to look at him and be like, man, most fun thing in the sport, him and Tyreek Hill.
You know what sucks? Here's what sucks. What sucks about this Tua conversation is that to say some of the things people say about Tua, you have to ignore the actual stats, right? But if I take those stats and put them on any other name, I give Mac Jones the same stats Tua had. He'd be the greatest
Oh, my God.
quarterback since
But
Tom
do
Brady.
people realize, like, he's been more this in his career, going
Right.
back to Alabama, than he's been having the struggles.
But that's
That's crazy. Like, this is the guy that we wanted to tank for years for. That's what this guy is. When he was revolutionized, Alabama used to be giant running back and will maul you 24-14. But then Tua comes along, and it's like the whole aerial show that he did that.
Right.
And so, yeah, man, it's awesome to see all of this come around for him, because you know the work that he's put in, you know the obstacles that he's put through. He's just genuinely just seems like a great dude, and
that might be part of, like, and I say this all the time. It's easy to pick on somebody like Tua because you're not really going to get a response, so you think you can go at it free willy.
yeah. But now
Right.
I'd appreciate it if everybody kept his name out of your mouth.
Right. But here,
That's what I would appreciate.
I don't care.
We can get scrappy. You want to get scrappy? We can get scrappy.
Whoa.
We can get scrappy.
Okay.
here's the problem, right? Like, I have no respect for anybody that'll look at stats and not take them for what they are. The stats are actual facts, and they try to explain off the facts so they can make their point of Tua not being amongst some of the better quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
him and Tyreek Hill have spent a lot of time atop the passing and receiving
right?
marks through their tenure together. What's going on, RVA Richie?
Good morning, Twitch fan. Good morning, Tobin. Leroy.
We're Dolphins now. Now we're doing it with the Dolphins.
Oh, we missed it, dude. What a weekend.
Oh, absolutely. What a different Tua yesterday. He fell down nicely. It was not scary, but the fangs were left on the kit and the bathroom nightstand because I didn't see them.
He put the wrong teeth in.
Yes, sir. The fangs were left. They were left on the night.
I just
on
think-
the nightstand or in the bathroom.
I just think here's what happens. Sometimes coaches try to project what's going to happen, right? And they try to plan a game plan without really knowing for a fact that that's going to happen.
You know,
And so they went into that game thinking, with all these big receivers,
yeah.
we're not going to be able to just match up with them.
Well, did you notice something? I don't know if RVA originally noticed this, but did you notice during the game? First of all, it was overwhelming Dolphins fans. Like,
Yes, it was so loud.
I don't know what
It was
Chargers.
amazing.
I don't know how many Chargers fans there were, but there were a lot of Dolphins fans. Like, the loudest cheer I heard was the intentional grounding all day. on
It was
Justin Herbert.
it was West Coast Miami Dolphin Stadium. Honestly, it was
really-
so impressive.
But the thing that I find interesting is, do you notice what LA does to try and counter that? They play really loud techno music, and you got to be honest with you, the old hate techno music,
Oh,
and he probably
that's what
was
it
just
was?
disturbed
Oh,
because the old don't like noise, and he's like, it's noise, it's
That's
not
right.
music. So I think that's really they rattled Fangs, I think, with their terrible music. RVA Richie.
Yeah, I think so too. Thank you guys. Back in Richmond.
All right,
All
see
right.
you, buddy. There you go. If you guys want to get in, 305-567-0560. It's a party day. We got to celebrate some Canes too. That was a hell of a performance
Yes,
this weekend against Texas A&M.
I think the thing I'm most impressed with the Canes is how resilient they were.
Yeah.
Because that game did not start off well at all. They stuck with it. I could still do without the little guys getting too swaggy.
Oh, James
Right?
Williams, that's my guy. I like him.
Getting a little too
I like
swaggy.
I like him.
And
And by the- I was so happy that targeting call. I hate targeting so much.
but it wasn't targeting.
it wasn't.
because
but I was so happy that
First of all, he hit him across the chest
Mhm.
with his head, and you can't help it if the offensive guy drops his head, which is a natural reaction.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll get to some of your calls. So you guys calling in 305-567-0560. It's a party here today on Tobin and Leroy. Also got a really cool giveaway I want to tell you guys about coming up next as well. Back with more after this.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
I'd appreciate if you kept my name out your mouth.
Lots of football to talk about.
Oh, baby. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Going to get to your calls here in just a minute. 305-567-0560. Celebrating a double victory weekend in football. Dolphins and Canes, but really a lot of wins all over the place. Marlins took 2 out of 3. Shout out to Brian De La Cruz for a big home run against the Phillies yesterday in the 8th to lift the Phillies. That's what Brian De La Cruz does. You need to go ahead 2-run home, and Brian De La Cruz is right there for you.
That's what I always say.
That's what he does, dude. But this is pretty cool. I was alerted to this. Our show and Miami Media School are giving you a chance to watch our show in studio.
What?
And take part in the Goosies, shenanigans, and all the things that we got going on. If you guys want to see how this carnival works, a bunch of carnival barkers on this show, you guys can get it. Also, you get a swag bag. Oh, swag bag.
Well, I don't even have a swag bag.
I want a swag bag.
You don't have enough Odyssey points.
That's true. I'm almost there. I gotta keep saving my points.
If you guys want a chance to come watch the show live, go to wqam.com/contest. And that is how you guys can enter. You guys can gain the skills, advantages, and insights you need to become a sports broadcaster. Visit beonair.com for more information.
You know what I can get for my
Appreciate our
Odyssey
friends
points?
at the Miami Media School for setting that up.
Yes.
You know what I can get on my
The Celsius we're not allowed to touch?
No, a ring pop. So, we're not supposed to touch that?
That's what they said in the email, but
okay.
Really?
Sorry, don't have such a good flavor. That cosmic vibe?
Yes.
Hey,
It's pretty good.
I'm gonna just say this. In order to catch me, you have to be here too.
That's right. Don't ban something and not be here 3 days a week. Anyway, let's get to Jason. Jason. What's going on, buddy?
How's it going, guys?
Good,
What's
buddy.
happening?
How are you?
I am spectacular this Monday morning.
More impressive, Canes or the Dolphins?
Oh, more impressive had to be the Canes, man. I've been a lifelong
good.
Canes fan. I'm 22 years old. I don't know when the last
Lifelong?
time I was this excited about this
Dude, think
team.
about that. 22
So
years old.
the year of your birth.
The year of his birth.
Oh yeah, I can remember that. That's
No,
still,
you
that's
don't.
still way back there in the memory.
You know what? That
He
means
remembers.
that's a die hard then because he's been through some hard times.
Oh yeah.
Some hard times,
yeah.
Jason. So you enjoyed this Saturday. It was a great performance.
Oh, it's phenomenal. I just can't remember the last time I was this excited about both the Canes and the Dolphins. Usually I got to pick one each year.
That is true.
I know.
Well, no, usually by now you've already given up on one.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I got to tell you, man, Tyler Van Dyke looks back. I mean, he looked like the guy from 2 years ago. The touch that he had, the throws he made. I mean, listen, he had a great time. I mean, this is a crazy thing. We got like 2 teams so far, no offensive line issues, Leroy. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Right. Well,
I know, I'm just living in dreamland over here.
I would say that you knew the Canes line was going to be better with all the transfer portal guys and the new guys, right?
Yeah.
They were talking about how strong the offensive line was. The question was the Dolphins' offensive line because it's the same guys, and you're like, I don't know,
especially with Tehran out.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely a bigger question mark.
Definitely nervous about that for sure. Definitely nervous about that. Appreciate it, Jason. Take care, man.
Thank you. Have a good day, guys.
All right. I would venture to say that we were more terrified of what could happen against the Dolphins based on that team, based on those 2 pass rushers. You got to talk about Khalil Mack,
for sure,
and Bosa, right? That's got to be one of the best duos in the NFL. They did nothing, and I would say what the Dolphins' offensive line had to deal with, and having 4 Pro Bowlers they were playing against, versus what the Canes had to deal with, which was a lot of new guys in those spots across from them. I think the Dolphins had a harder task with proven guys. But yeah.
Well, I really thought like the Canes, and the resolve was great, but the thing that I think I was impressed with, I know Jimbo, like there's some stuff going around with him, but that quarterback, he's not thrown up. Up until this game, hadn't thrown a college interception. Cam Kitchen's got his first one against him.
Yeah.
I really thought they throttled them. I mean, I really thought they kicked their ass. And if it wasn't for like the Canes giving them 2 damn gifts on special teams, I really think that could have been even a worse beatdown. It was really impressive.
But the most impressive thing about that is that they did that, but they stuck with it.
Stuck with
like
it.
that.
True.
That right there, the last 2 weeks, you've seen, for the most part, a lot more disciplined team. I'm going to give them a pass on the penalties because some of them were just ridiculous, right?
That I saw some video of Mario Cristobal on Twitter, just like eyeballing the SEC refs. He's just
right.
bunch of fine bombs,
Right,
in zebra suits
but
out
just
there.
just to have a situation where, like, your teams are just playing a better quality of football.
Yep.
It is just fun to watch. Look forward to. I don't care who they play Thursday. They play Bethune. I'm just looking forward to seeing that growth.
Me too.
And-
Robert, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, Mr. Leroy?
What's happening?
Tobin,
Hello.
JFig, Marcos, anybody back there? It's Mr. Pitbull, Mr. 305. I do want to say good big shout out to Hurricanes, big shout out to Dolphins, and Trick. You're going to have to change that song around and say, I got that because I'm betting with the Dolphins. I won that money line. All right. You guys have a good night. Bye.
All
See you,
right.
buddy.
Wow. Pitbull
That's a
joined the
big
show.
get. That's a big get.
A big get.
That's a big get, man.
And he waited on the phone line. Just
Yeah,
like a
I
normal caller.
appreciate that.
Love that.
Tim, what's going on, Tim?
Yo, Leroy!
Wow. Hey, Tim, you kind of aggressive this morning.
You know what? I'm aggressive because we got to change it to the Seminoles who are coming for those Wolverines.
What are we doing?
That bastard.
That's what, a month away?
Enjoy one.
By the way, they did look really good, though.
Adam Schefter, he tweets, Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa passed for 466 yards today, the fourth most passing yards in a season opening game in history. Only Norm Van Brocklin.
Oh, I remember old Norm.
554
Was he with the
yards.
Eagles? Or the Eagles or Giants?
554 yards in 1951. I didn't even know that was possible.
Wait, you throw for 550 yards
Impressive.
and win 1951?
That's right.
That's the equivalent to throwing for 800 yards now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's little faith in whoever the running back was.
Wait. The defense was probably looking at their coach. Hey, they can do that?
Tom Brady had 517 yards in 2011.
Ooh.
And
That was that Randy Moss year?
Nah, I think Randy Moss was gone by 11.
Okay.
And Dan Marino, 473 yards in 1994. Wow.
Ooh.
Tyreek Hill, he has the third most receiving yards in an opener. Frank Clark had 241 yards in
Isn't
1962.
he a tight end?
And Anquan Bolden, 217 yards in 2003.
That's crazy. You know why? Because every time one of the reasons why Anquan Bolden could never really get his come up is like he should have was because the guy caught everything, but he wasn't like a burner.
Yeah.
And so everybody was like, oh, you're not a game changer. Yet he had 100 catches every year.
He was a monster.
It was the crazy thing.
He was a monster. Dolphins, great performance. We'll hear a little bit more, including Tyreek Hill explaining the secret sauce to he and Tua's success. This will give you the Goosies, guaranteed. Our Tua's next. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Valoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Two of the program, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Chris Sims can go to hell. Greeny can go to hell.
All right.
Tannenbaum can go to hell. Colin Coward can go to hell. Justin Herbert can go to hell, even though he seems like kind of a nice guy. Joe Burrow and his 80 yards can go to hell. Mac Jones can go to hell. Boston can go to hell.
Why you
What's
What's up?
Why you messing with Jay?
With J Herb? I don't know.
J Herb.
You saw how mad he was after that intentional grounding, but I'm just Herbert.
You threw it to no one, buddy.
Intentional grounding is kind of an embarrassing penalty because they all have to review, be like, was that it? Yeah. Was that intentional grounding? It's like they all have to gather around and be like, you knew what you did. You knew what you did, Justin Herbert. Miami Dolphins 1-0, taking a thriller over the Chargers, 36-34. Tua Tagovailoa, 466 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Nah, no bigs.
Whatever.
Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, 11 catches, 215 yards,
Goosies galore.
2 touchdowns.
He's at 3,400. Think about that.
Wow.
He's on base for wait, no, 3,600.
You want to
Forgot there's an extra game.
Let's get into some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Would you like to get the Goosies?
Sure.
Marcos?
You know how I feel about it.
Would you like to get the Goosies?
Yeah, I think I want
Of course, he's like
Tyreek Hill yesterday. Now, keep in mind.
See, here we go. When you got to explain the cut,
I don't
then
know.
it's not going to give me the Goosies.
This is my only thing.
If you got to explain the cut, it's not going to give me the Goosies.
It's Tyreek.
Let's hear the cut. Let me decide whether I got the Goosies.
I have to.
No!
I have to because
No.
one.
Yeah, I don't.
I have to. I have to.
Why are you fluffing up?
I'm not fluffing it up.
You
I'm
are.
actually, if anything, I'm doing what you would probably want, which is make it more reasonable because I don't know if it's true or not because it's Tyreek Hill. Because Tyreek Hill's a troll, and I don't know whether or not it's true or not.
So let me get this
But
straight. You not only
I want it to be true.
Stop the show.
I want
to play something, and then you're questioning whether it's true.
I don't know if it's true, but I hope it's true.
Play it, and I'm telling you, if you're being an
He
idiot,
could be telling a
it's
whopper.
go time.
He could be telling a whopper.
All right, let's go.
Or he could be telling the most Dolphins goosey story of all time.
Let's go. Let's hear it.
That's what training camp moments are for. You know, I feel like me and Tua, and the rest of the guys and the rest of the pass catchers, we've been working our tail off on being on the same page. We meet together, you know, after every practice, and we just try to find ways, you know, to just be in the right spot for the quarterback. And the advice, we actually got that advice from the great Dan Marino. Actually, he was like, "You guys need to start meeting together after practice and don't meet with y'all position coach." So we decided to start meeting together. And ever since then, it's like everything's been on the same page with Tua. Everybody's been on the same page with Tua. And that last drive was a perfect example of it.
Was that this year that Dan gave you that advice?
Yeah, that was Dan Marino, the great Dan Marino.
Give you that like this offseason?
No, it was actually preseason because I just so happened to be at the bar in a preseason game. And I walked in, he was like, "Hey, Reek, man, you've been doing a great job." And we began to talk about practice and stuff like that. He was like, "Yeah, you guys need to start meeting together. You know, I used to do that with all my guys back in the day. And we used to be on the same page, you know." So Tua went to, you know, Bev, and we just came together. Started watching film every day after practice, and it's been working wonders.
Wow.
Come on.
That's Goosies galore.
Hold on.
That is Goosies
Goosies
galore.
galore.
Hold on.
If it's true. You think it's true?
Why would he lie to me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, great.
But here's the deal.
So you don't have Goosies?
Okay, you see how me and Bernie's relationship is?
Yes.
How do you
He
think
was
it
at the
got
bar.
like that?
You were
We
watching
hang
film
out.
after every practice?
No, we hang out.
You're hanging out?
We hung out.
That
Golf
Wow.
together. We did things and just have
crab
random
together?
conversations.
Did you
No,
eat?
we eat crab together. No, we up in Cleveland. It's Italian.
Wow.
Eat a lot of Italian.
Dan
together.
Marino.
Yeah,
Look
but yeah,
at
I can
that.
see
King
it.
of the Dolphins.
But that's part of like
GOAT advice.
that's part of like your team though. Like how can you go to battle with somebody if you don't know nothing about them? If you don't know, and so that's how teams grow. That's how organizations grow. Like I told you, I remember when I was in Minnesota, we hung out all the time to the point where the games were so much fun that we never really fully realized what the hell we were doing. We were just out there hanging out, playing football. Then when we lost and it was over, we were like, wow, we probably should have enjoyed that a little bit more.
Dolphin Kane has dubbed this something I've never heard of.
What?
And I kind of love it.
Can you say it?
That's Goosey Supreme.
Whoa!
Minus one.
Goosey
Minus one.
Supreme.
No,
We not- we- hold
we
on,
not-
hold on.
I agree with that. That is Goosey Supreme.
Why? So now we're gonna finish him? Finish him, because that's all that.
I mean, that is wow.
Finish him.
Yes,
Goosey Supreme.
Goosey Supreme, dude. It feels like
it sounds like he just did an
it's like if I go to like
eight-piece goosey.
looking over here at the menu. Can I get the Goosey Supreme, please? That's the GOAT advice
You know
that
what?
Dan Marino gave.
I don't
to
like
Tua
it.
and
You know
Tyreek.
why?
Fine
Sounds
choice,
too much like Mexican.
What do you mean? Why?
Mexican food.
That's
Oh,
it. I
yeah.
feel like it's
Supreme is Mexican food.
Supreme burrito.
Right?
Yeah,
Supreme
Oh,
is
that's
Mexican
true. That's true.
food.
That's fair.
And listen,
I love Mexican food.
all the
Pretty good.
only listen, this is the only thing I would eat. I eat the what's the thing where they bake it and it's wrapped up
chalupa,
and it's got cheese and stuff on the top.
quesadilla,
Not quesadilla.
Enchilada.
enchilada.
Enchilada. Fork and knife, you don't feel embarrassed. But tacos could kick the sharpest of rocks.
Dude,
I'm
I don't
tired
like
of
any.
I don't want
I
to
just want to
wrestle.
be. I just want to be clear. I don't like any one of your takes over the last
I
3 minutes.
Don't
That's true.
want to wrestle with lettuce and
It's
tomato
not a
on top
wrestle.
of a taco.
We talked
Don't
about
wrestle.
this.
Grow up and hold it like a grown man and
It's
eat
not
your
a
tacos.
wrestle.
The lettuce falls out as soon as you take it out.
You're
As soon as it crunches,
No,
all
you're
over the
lashing
place.
What do you not?
You
have
guys are
thumbs?
wrong.
Do
It's
you
not
not have
that
thumbs,
offensive.
Fokker?
No, I got a rod in it. You know this. You gotta hold the taco, keep the food in,
Didn't mean
then
to rub
bite
it
with
in.
no.
Okay. You know about what?
Can I hear? Can I hear?
You know I don't have a thumb. I gotta hold it with these fingers right here.
Can I hear Tyreek Hill just giving him Tua praise, calling him a baller?
Oh yeah.
Bro, Tua's a baller, bro. I've been saying this since last year. I've been an advocate, for him. And like he definitely showed it today. Even during halftime, he was able to come in, get guys going a little bit. And even on the sideline with me, he's like, "Hey, Cheetah, let's get it, baby." Big time moment, big time players made big time plays. So he kind of, leaned on me a little bit towards the end. And, I mean, that just means more targets for me though. And I kind of enjoy that. So
I'm sure he does.
He's
Right.
the best, dude. He is the best.
The one thing I think Tyreek Hill does have to love about coming here, though, is that, like, in Kansas City, you're part of this machine, and I think that they like to be a little bit more laid back. I do like that the Dolphins let him be him. And yeah, you know what? We talked all this game about the run game, and Mostert had a nice couple drives there to start this thing.
Yeah.
But the bread and butter of this team is that
Yep.
is that trio.
But
They're so good.
Here. The point about running the football is you don't necessarily have to run it and your success depends on it. But you have to run it enough so those guys, those beasts on the outside and Khalil Mack and Bosa can't just pin their ears back and rush the passer.
Yeah, I get it.
So you got to do it enough. That's why, they do a lot of different things, a lot of motions, a lot of quick passes, things that they would probably classify as run-related, offense. But you have to do that to keep them honest. If you just drop Tua back 50 times, he ain't gonna have that success because you can't be one-dimensional.
You see Tyreek Hill take off his helmet and just goes, "I'm here."
Yeah.
Out here.
He couldn't keep his helmet on.
He couldn't keep his helmet on. He
Right.
did. He just wanted that FaceTime. I like that's not a rule in the NFL. If it comes off, you have to take out a play. Is that
No, that's college.
That's college, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it is a penalty though. Like if you score a touchdown,
No,
and
if you
it off-
take it off, it's
Yeah.
unsportsmanlike conduct.
Gotcha.
If it falls off, then okay. Then they'll come over to you and say, put it back on, put it back on, put it back on. Or like they always see, the thing is, when you get a penalty like that, it should be more annoying to people because it doesn't come without a warning. Right? Like when a guy has a swag penalty, he's been told something before that. And so that's what makes it so
Tone down
frustrating.
the swag.
Huh?
Tone down the swag.
No, when they go back and start trash talking, you ever notice an official jump in between them or something like that and say, hey, too much, too much. If it happens again, he gonna throw a penalty.
I do like that. Like with that game yesterday, the defense was really bad.
Yeah.
But with it ending with a sealer it on up.
Ooh. Wow.
By the way,
And Jalen Phillips.
I mean,
Mhm.
oh. Did you notice that the broadcast just cut out? It was such a
Oh,
violent.
right?
It was such a violent strike.
Man,
They had to dump it because of what they did to what they did to Justin Herbert.
No, okay, hold on.
No,
For
they
two-
did.
No, for 2
It
seconds.
wasn't for. It wasn't
No,
for
just-
See what I
America's
mean?
eyes.
See what I mean?
It
No,
wasn't
I-
for America's
see what
eyes.
I mean?
What
Why?
Justin?
I opened
What
my eyes.
they didn't want to see Justin Herbert get mauled by
So
by a
it-
tiger.
okay.
so what they say? We automatically return now to our
Yeah.
button.
regular.
Kevin Harlan, like they had the Kevin Harlan. He was, oh my god, no!
Yeah, it did.
It was like he was
Kevin
like good
Harlan
old
cursed?
Jr.
Maybe Kevin Harlan.
Tear him down! Tear him down! J Herb.
J Herb.
It's the worst.
Oh my goodness.
I think we're also we're not mentioning the best part of the run game yesterday.
What?
Ezukama, dude. What is up with
Dude, I
that?
love that. Ezukama, like our little our sneaky Debo Samuel.
Yeah.
he's tiny though. Debo Samuel's got a little.
He's not small. We remember we saw him at the thing.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not a moose like Debo, but he's not a
Right.
small guy.
I bet you he's 180. That's small, dude.
I like it.
That's small. 180-pound running back. Are you crazy? He might not even
Oh,
be
look,
that
they
big.
got him. They got him 6'2", 205.
He's a big dude.
6'2", 205.
Yeah. Because you're a receiver.
Still a little wiry. He's fast though.
Bigger than when you say next to Jalen Waddle, everybody's gonna make you look like
Yeah.
you're gonna look like a moose.
I mean, just think about it. Alabama's two top receivers in recent years. And who's the kid in Philly? Devontae Smith.
oh, Slim Reaper.
Yeah. And Waddle. Between the both of them, they barely get over 300 pounds. Right? And they're really good.
I know. What a time. What a day.
What a time.
What
Now, we didn't even talk about Alabama losing. Oh, it was
Oh,
glorious.
it's glorious. It's as if the weekend couldn't get better. Can I hear Mike McDaniel after the game, Marcos, on Tua and Tyreek?
Do we need to go to a break first?
Nah, we got time. I think we got time. Mike McDaniel was, he's got this duo now, unstoppable. And I love the fact that Mike McDaniel, sitting there, just the onions on this guy. First of all, Brandon Staley can go to hell. All right. I don't like his face. And
True.
yeah, you just like, he's just something about him, right, Marcos? Like it's unctuous.
Got a punchable face.
He's got a
dude.
punchable face.
Who?
Brandon
Man.
Staley, the Chargers coach.
He thought that he had things figured out.
He thought he did, and he dismissed Ronaldo. And he goes, you know what? Actually, though, he was right because this game was going to have nothing to do with last year because it had nothing to do with last year. And in fact, what happened is that you are now everybody's going to be like, oh, this guy head coaching material because they'll keep making excuses for Justin Herbert. They'll keep making excuses
You
for
think
him.
he's on the hot seat?
Wait, I
after
mean,
yesterday?
in the last 3 years, he's got two of probably the biggest bunk. Remember when the Raiders were trying to run out trying to let them tie so they both could go to the playoffs?
Oh my God.
What? It wasn't his last game too. A major collapse.
Oh
by the
yeah,
Chargers?
27-0.
So
they
his
were up,
last
They were
two
up.
games.
Was it 27-0 or 27?
27-0.
And they lost.
Lost.
To wait for it to who?
The Jaguars.
Wow.
That's what makes it hurt, right?
Woof.
You ain't losing to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Let's hear from a real coach, McCoachin, Mike
Oh,
McDaniel.
boy.
Here's what he had to say on Tua and Tyreek.
More than just two guys, but those two guys are a great example of not focusing on anything but their craft. There's a lot of noise that can occur, a lot of statements that can be made.
Focusing on their River Craycraft.
Ooh.
That dude gets a touchdown every week.
He does.
That's a point.
It's crazy. But you know why they got to keep him? He plays all the special teams.
560, you're on the air. What's your name?
Tommy and
No. You a prank caller, Marcos?
No, I don't.
Oh. 560, you're on the air. What's your name?
Moose.
Hey, Moose.
How's it going, man?
It's good, buddy. How are you?
Oh, doing wonderful. I just have one question. Do you think Herbert's going to show some more respect towards Tua now?
I think he
Now
should.
that Tua went to his house to show him how it's done?
J-Herb? I think J-Herb should show more respect. I think he should show more respect. And do you think Tua went up to him after the game and he goes, "Hey, good to meet you again. I'm Tua. I just whooped your ass."
And that's why he wasn't picked by the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, that's
because
right.
We knew what was up.
We knew it was up. We knew it was up.
We got the championship winner, and let's take this task at hand. Let's go show Mac Jones what's up.
Oh, good luck, Mac. You're going to need it, dude. Mac Jones.
The problem is they're really good defensively.
Who?
The Patriots.
Yeah, against the Eagles. We'll see what's up.
What are you talking about?
He's not. The
Eagles scored the fewest
Good luck,
points they've
Mac.
scored in 2 years.
You want to know how many times Tua's lost to Bill Belichick?
None.
0.
I just said none.
I know. I just agreeing with you.
Okay.
Nil. 0.
You answered the question, though, as if I said nothing.
0.
Did I ruin it for you?
No.
Should I?
No.
No.
No. You never ruined it
No.
for me.
How many to? I tried my damnedest.
560, you're on the air. What's your name?
Yeah,
Hey,
I
you there?
just want to give a shout out.
Shout out, dude. Who is it?
Yes, this is Bird. Yo, Leroy. Yo, I just want to say what a beautiful weekend. All the teams that won, South Florida teams, congratulations to them. Yo, beautiful weekend in South Florida. Bless everyone.
Hell yeah, dude. Bless him.
Wow.
Bless him.
I'll tell you what, that felt like it was going to go off the rails. Stayed right where it
Yup.
needed to be
Yeah.
somehow.
It seemed like, every now and then.
It was kind of like that throw to Barrios yesterday. You're like, this could get ugly.
Yep.
Tua, what are you doing? He knew exactly what he was doing.
Can I just tell you, he threw more balls in anticipation where the guys were going to be into windows he probably shouldn't have. And the guys were there.
He's a cat burglar, dude.
It was amazing.
He's a cat burglar.
He's a
What is
cat
that?
burglar.
Please.
Sneak through windows.
Come on. It's a point.
Exactly. That's not a point. What do you mean? No, that was good. It's not a point. It was like a twist.
Tua's a cat burglar, dude.
M. Night Shyamalan.
He squeezes through tight windows.
I didn't see that one coming.
Did you
dude.
just call him M. Night Shyamalan?
I didn't see that coming. It's pretty good.
Take a break. Back after this.
Oh my God.
It's our number 2 with Tobin and Leroy.
Welcome back, everybody. Football season is back, and so is our Dave and Buster's giveaway for a gift card. We've got your chance for a $250 gift card from Dave and Buster's to watch college football, the NFL, and more. To enter, go online to WQAM's contest page and submit your entry. If you win, you can go to Dave and Buster's with your gift card and spend the day watching your favorite teams, all on us, Dave and Buster's.
They still got that big-ass TV?
Hell yeah, dude. It's Dave and Buster's. Of course they do. Eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave and Buster's in Hollywood. Tonight, of course, we have Monday Night Football. The Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills.
You picked the Jets?
I picked the Jets. I'm not feeling good about it now after the way my picks have gone. The only pick I got right this weekend in Leroy and I's pick draft was the Dolphins. That's it. Everybody else I lost.
That's because you bet with your heart.
I didn't really bet with my heart, though. I didn't really bet with my heart. Let me see if I look at my picks. Let me see where I went wrong.
There's no legitimate reason you give me for their picks.
There's a couple. Okay, for his specific
Cincinnati.
picks,
I picked Cincinnati 2-point favorite against Cleveland.
Okay, but wait. Even though Cleveland was 5-1 in the last.
Yeah, but like I figured, like 2 points, dude. Like if it was.
That's why it was 2 points, because Cleveland has won. Okay, think about this. Home team gets 3 points, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that still makes the Browns win.
What?
If the home team gets 3 points and Cincinnati is a 2-point underdog.
All you have to do is win by 3. I would have won that one. Pittsburgh.
No, you're missing the point. The home team gets 3 points.
Right.
If you give them 3 points with who was the underdog?
They give 3 points if you think they're equal. I didn't think that the Browns were equal.
Okay.
But Joe Burrow is a bum.
Five out of 5. They won 5 out of 6. You still give them nothing. That's on you.
Listen, dude, save it for Jay Crawford, okay? Like I don't know what to tell you. I didn't think that the Cleveland Browns were going to get him. My bad.
Okay.
New Orleans, that was my last pick. But they really should have. They
should have won.
They should have won that by more. Yeah. But that game was slop.
Oh man, that game was terrible.
That game was terrible.
As bad as that game was,
but the game
Derek Carr threw for 300.
The game that I was so off of was Pittsburgh. I thought Pittsburgh was going to give a fight. They were embarrassing. Like that's the one I look at. I'm just like,
wow. From the second the ball was kicked off, you could tell
not even
these
close.
guys got no chance.
Yeah, no chance. That's the one where I look at them just like, woof.
Leroy. You actually costing me money now that I think about it.
Why?
You convinced me that for some reason the Carolina Panthers are going to win the division. They got spanked by Atlanta.
Yeah, he's young, dude. He's gonna have some growing pains. That kid.
The problem is that I took a flyer in that division because I don't trust nobody in it.
I got you.
Atlanta has weapons, though.
Mm-hmm. No, they do have weapons for sure.
So crazy.
They do have weapons for sure. But like, did you see what happened with? They had to get his football back. Bryce Young, he threw his first touchdown to Hayden Hurst, and Hayden Hurst threw it into the stand.
That happens so often.
He's like, but and everybody was so mad at him, and he had to come out on Twitter and be like, "Can we tone it down like 30%? I got the football back."
Can we tone it down?
One guy who did you see afterwards? Speaking of that Browns Bengals disaster, did you know Jamar Chase was going into this? Like, I don't know if you heard this up in Cleveland, but like apparently he was trash talking, calling you guys elves up in Cleveland. And Myles Garrett did not like this. Like that you're making fun of Brownie the elf. And Jamar Chase afterwards, do you have this, Marcos? This was not really remorse afterwards for what he said.
It's frustrating because I called their ass elves and we just lost to some elves. So I'm pissed on my part. I'm pissed on that. And like I said, man, we got missed opportunities. We didn't capitalize on that, and we lost. So that's how we lost.
He didn't apologize.
No,
he shouldn't.
He's apologizing to. He's only upset that they lost to some elves because I called their ass elves.
Right.
And we lost to some elves.
That's fine.
He knows they're not actually playing against elves. Like Myles Garrett, he's a giant.
Dude, can I just say something?
It's a giant.
He's a giant on TV, but standing next to him, you're like, oh my goodness.
Scary.
Just
did you see going around Twitter, Geno Smith? Did you see this, Marcos? with Aaron
I
Donald.
did see this.
They had
Is that legit?
Fox.
That happens a
that
lot
was
more than
legit.
you think.
Fox. Well, Fox has the good. They have the good line mics, and so like Geno Smith like drops back, and Aaron Donald gets free on him willy nilly. He goes, "Oh my god!"
That's so great. I'm so glad to see that.
You ever thought that maybe he was saying, "Oh my God, these dudes ain't blocking nobody," or "Oh my God, maybe they should block him"?
I think it's like, "Oh my god, it's a giant."
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah. It is some of the things that you would hear, like, it's not like
because you like
you just laugh.
No, because it was funny. Like Justin Herbert is a big guy, and that's fun. But you know, like it's cute how everybody was like last year. Well, Tua is so small, and he's gonna get thrown around. And then you see Justin Herbert, who's not small, and he's still getting picked up by two grizzly bears in Zach Sealer and Christian Wilkins, and they just throw him around like a chew toy.
Right. Like, I don't think. See. Here's the problem. If I take 31 other quarterbacks and tackle them the way Tua was tackled last year, 25 of them get concussions.
Yeesh.
And so it has nothing to do with size. And everybody makes it about, oh, he's this or oh, he's that. And unless the only guys that survived that stuff was Ben Roethlisberger because he was a moose.
Yep.
Right? That's it. That's who's surviving that. Cam Newton didn't even survive it.
Nope.
So what? Why are you? all
Josh
of a sudden-
Allen. Josh Allen is telling you this season it hurts. I don't want to do this anymore.
Well, no, his problem is not running. But why does his dumb ass think he got to try to run over people? That ain't your deal. You need to be available as much as possible. So pick your spots. You see Tua looking very uncomfortable and awkward sliding.
It was great
Because
he kind of tried to do a juke, but then he was
Right.
like, "Oh, maybe I should slide. I don't know what to do here."
I think he was
The only time,
juked.
the only time I was scared with Tua was the one because like
Oh.
the one thing that was crazy about it is, you know, the Dolphins, those two drives, the one with Berrios and then the one where he gets the monster pass to Tyreek, they both started off tip ball at the line, fumble, get the ball back, and then great pass to Braxton Berrios. They end up with a field goal on that drive. And then the next drive, same thing. Tip pass. They called the pass to Savon Ahmed initially on the field. They keep it a fumble because they can review it.
Right.
But that was nearly disastrous. And then he throws.
That looked like the old fumble Ruski.
Yeah. And then he throws the beautiful pass to Tyreek Hill. But yeah, they were near disasters. That being said, they
and the
were.
thing is that's the kind of quirky things that happen your first game. Nobody's played a full football game. Nobody's been exposed to that many plays. And so you have like some weird things, but like the cool thing is how poised everybody was, right? Like, you know, usually it's chaotic when the ball's on the ground.
Oof.
Like the same thing. Who was it? Purdy, when he just reached behind his back
Oh my
and
God.
secured the ball.
Right in the cheeks. All right. Leroy, he's going to gather us around the locker room and hand out his game balls and game bums. Next.
bum, 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 bum.
This guy's a ball. How about you?
I think Giselle and I are going to be neighbors. Hello.
It's Giselle.
No,
I just read
Bundich.
I was just on my Twitter account in the New York Post. Giselle Bündchen scoops up a sprawling South Florida horse ranch for $9.1 million. You think that includes the horses?
No.
What? No, that doesn't include 9 point, and it doesn't
Should
include
get at
the
least
horses?
a horse, right?
Give me a pony.
Give me a teaser.
Something.
Those horses they buy, you know.
She probably buys some nice horses.
Yeah, you probably want to bring your own horses too. Now that I think about it.
Do you think that? Do you think it made the Patriots fan feel better yesterday that they got to put Tom Brady in their Ring of Honor?
That's really quick too.
Tom, we miss you.
That's quick, isn't it?
They broke the rules.
Yeah.
They changed the rules. He got immediate entry into the Ring of Honor. I don't know why they have rules for their own Hall of Fame. Like you could do whatever you want with your Hall of Fame.
Pretty much.
You know, like D Wade went a year after he retired. UD's going up this year.
Yep.
You know, like I don't know why football has rules, but Tom Brady doesn't go by those rules apparently.
Right. Right.
Been seeing him a lot in commercials. That's enough, Tom.
Still not as many commercials as I see that bum Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I know. But it's here. It's the same company.
Is it?
They just buy more spots.
So what? DraftKings and Little Caesars are owned by the same people?
DraftKings is
You're
DraftKings
dead
and
to
Little
me.
Caesars. That's the only two commercials he's in. They just do a bunch of spots.
For now, that's the only two commercials he's in.
You think he's gonna get more?
I'm baffled that he has any now. I don't know. Explain it to me. Where's Tua's commercials?
Tua don't do that.
What do you got for us?
How
dude?
annoyed do you think he is with his quarterback?
Sean Payton?
Oh yeah.
Probably a lot, dude.
All right.
What do you got for game balls and
I'm
game
gonna go
balls?
with game ball. And I know you don't like me doing.
Don't do the whole team.
I'm not doing the whole team.
You know.
Can I just go O line?
Yes.
I'm gonna just go O line. As much
Which
crap-
one?
The
Dolphins?
The Dolphins. We thought everybody thought that the Canes offensive line would be much better. There's nobody that thought going into this week that Dolphins O line wasn't giving up no sacks. Right?
Yeah.
They gave up what?
Zero.
Zero. Nobody thought that. Nobody, including myself. I just said that the team wasn't panicking about offensive line.
I was listening to Brandon Staley afterwards, and he gets the ball out so fast. Like he was flustered by it.
Yeah.
They're like, "Well, where's your pass rush?" He goes, "He gets the ball out fast, Don." Like he was lashing out.
Wait, he called somebody out?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't remember if the guy's name was Don, but I remember watching yesterday, and they were like, "Well, what? Why no pass rush? What? He gets the ball out fast. What do you want me to do?"
But here's the deal. When you have a situation where the quarterback is better at getting rid of the ball, you know, and an offensive line who is not as bad as we thought, that's what you have. So kudos to them. Oh, look, they're showing the play.
Oh, no, I mean, who could why would you blame him getting scared by Aaron Donald?
Aaron Donald
terrifying.
is terrifying.
By the way, the Rams looked pretty good yesterday.
Yeah.
I think, that was maybe their demise a little bit too quick.
Let's see that.
What else? Who's
that's my
your
game ball.
O-line?
Like we've been riding that offensive line all camp.
I'll give a shout out to Kendall Lamb, Isaiah Wynn, Robert Hunt, Austin Jackson, Connor Williams.
Well, hold on, dude.
Hey, his start wasn't great.
I mean,
and I saw a quote from I think it was on
he
Joe
was single-handedly almost
He
ruined it.
said this was his quote afterwards.
Who?
Connor Williams, the center. He said from Joe Shad's Twitter, Dolphin center Connor Williams, when I asked about the snapping, quote, "I take full responsibility. First game jitters. Learn from it, correct it, move on."
Isn't he a veteran?
Yeah, he's been in the league forever.
Has he played center forever?
Played all last year.
For the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Center?
Yes. Then he held out in minicamp because he was like, "Oh, I'm pretty good at the center thing. I want a new contract." And I remember being mad. I'm like, "You don't get to hold out. You didn't even know you were a center."
Hey, you got a point though.
You didn't even know what position you played.
The worst holdout ever.
The worst holdout. I was like, Connor Williams.
He was a lukewarm
I was
holdout.
like, come on, dude. You don't get to hold out. And then Tua like went over to him and he goes, hey. Like, do you like the talk that Tua had with him? He goes, Connor, snap it correctly. I imagine that's what Tua said.
I mean, let's go, buddy. Let's go.
Oh
I give him credit for I give him credit for trying.
What are you doing?
Tread it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Like, because he is gonna
everything's fine. Everything's fine. I just got a notification on my phone.
Oh.
Because I have Woj notifications still on
okay.
reasonably. And it started with the Portland Trailblazers are. And I was like, signing free agent center Duwop Reith.
Okay.
To a 1-year deal.
Hey,
Duwop.
Duwop.
You sure it's Duwop?
Duwop.
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 No. I know that's what I'm getting ready to say.
D-U-O-P.
What are you, huh?
D-U-O-P.
Duwop.
D-U-O-P. Dope.
Dumb.
He played for LSU and has stops in Serbia and China.
Serbia.
He was a starter for Australia in the World Cup.
Guys, we're not here for Duwop. Okay. No, if it's not Dame, I don't want to hear about it. Woj.
All right. You want my game, bum?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Listen. I tried to avoid this because I think he's a good player. But damn, Joe Burrow. Right?
Dude.
That was terrible.
You think like
it was really hard to throw the ball? Like, it was really hard. Like, even Deshaun was missing wide open guys because it was so wet.
I didn't watch Joe Burrow yesterday. But did he
pressure dude?
Pressure, and did he look like you still hampered with anything?
No, he looked it was just a dominant game. Like, you could put it, like, they could come in and put it on whatever they want. But the fact of the matter is they got beat up front and they got manhandled and the defense was all over the place. I didn't know he only had 82 yards because, you know, when you see how wet and rainy it was on and off and guys were slipping and everything, you just kind of like, yeah, it's going to be one of those days. What?
Still recovering off the Woj bomb.
Dude,
Duwop.
You need to go to support group.
I do.
Because,
by the way, I'm not going to talk much of this. I'm not, because it's a football rewind Monday. But Yovi, my little Yovi. I felt so bad for my little Yovi.
Oh, now all of a sudden it's your little Yovi.
That's my little Yovi.
Right.
He cares so much.
So now we trading children now. We
With a
trading
little
our
sweetener.
kids because you wanted to get rid of him quicker than some hotcakes.
A little sweetener, dude.
Nope.
And then like he cares so much.
Nope. There's one person in here that said no.
There's
one person here said no.
Yes.
He had this play. He had this play in the finals. I can't believe I watched Germany and Serbia.
Oh my god.
I can't believe. And by the way, how about America not meddling?
Look at that, huh?
And you
Canada beat him.
Canada beat him. And you want to know who sunk him?
Dylan Brooks.
Dylan mother bleeping Brooks.
39
7 from
points,
downtown.
right?
He had 39 points.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks.
At some point after like 5 or 6 of them, don't you have to say I got this?
No, not with Dylan Brooks.
I don't know.
Really?
You're like,
he's
gonna miss. And then he doesn't. And then 39 points later, you're like, never missed.
Wait, do you?
Serbia nearly pulled it off. They had a really bad third quarter. They nearly came back. But Jović, he had intangibles plays because he took a great charge. He got in possession. Then he had this one where he flew out of nowhere and got the one more possession. But Serbia couldn't hit the broadside of a barn from downtown. So he was crying though, dude. I mean, like I felt so bit like the other guy goes, Jović, please. You're embarrassing yourself. Too many tears for Serbian. But that's so sad. We didn't win. You know?
You think they're
Get
scolding him for crying?
Get yourself together, Nico.
No one else is crying? That about Bogdanovich.
You think Joker ever cries? Jović.
Bogdanovich, he ain't cry.
Nah.
I don't think. I think Bogdanovich is just always in just same face. Never seems.
You know what that might have to do? He's 20. Goodness.
Bawling his eyes out. I felt terrible for him.
No, you
didn't cry when we lost the championship. Though.
No,
he wasn't playing.
No, but they were really close.
He had skin in the game.
Could you imagine Serbia winning the World Cup without Joker? Like that would have been really impressive. Really,
Almost did.
But I tell you, who cooked that? Who cooked? Schroeder.
Yeah.
Schroeder, dude. And then the Wagners.
Remember, he remember. You know what? He ain't never been able to make money. Remember, he turned down an $80 million contract, and then he ended up working.
I do remember that.
Doing a year-to-year contract.
I do remember that. Yep.
Because he thought he wanted to get paid like.
But Germany.
Wow.
World Cup.
Who's on Germany? So we got.
They got Schroeder.
Tice.
They got Tice, and they got the Wagners, Franz and Mo.
Yeah, both of them.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Yep.
I still can't tell them apart. I know one plays for Orlando.
I think they both play for Orlando now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Franz is like the star though.
It's like the Morris twins.
Yeah.
The good one.
I think Mo's just like
Different player.
Yeah, Mo's like solid, but Franz Wagner. That's
the
a
3-point
Sounds
specialist.
like a cool name.
That is a cool name.
Franz. They're like Franz, and then the other one they're
So
like.
you may go to the
Mo.
club. What's your name? Franz.
Yeah. Franz.
Like you're limited in what place you can hang out with a name like Franz, right?
Especially in Orlando. Where are they going? Downtown Disney?
Disney Springs. Good with the whole fam.
Man, what a time. But anyway, yeah, it was a great weekend. Shout out to the Canes.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Tyler Van Dyke. You think he's back? I think he's back, dude.
I would say yes. There were some moments where I like wondered if he was or not. Just like some of the throws, but he kind of got it going. You know what I mean? But
do you know? I think he's the first Canes quarterback ever 5 touchdown passes against a ranked team.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, keep in mind that's because also, I mean, you had running back you.
Yeah, you had running back you. That's a good point.
You didn't have to, and you were probably more dominant on defense, so there wasn't a whole bunch of scoring anyway.
They were they were really, really fun. Xavier Restrepo, big game from him.
Big game.
Big game for him.
That's the go-to guy.
Yeah. He's he was great. Jacoby George after that, that muff punt made up for that. He had 3 touchdowns, so he was great. Canes win 48-33, and Jimbo Fisher, see nothing, you lose.
So a lot of
I'm
nothing.
sure that's not how it went.
I think that's how it went.
No, I'm almost positive.
Say see a little, see a lot, see a lot, see nothing.
Nah, I'm almost
remember.
positive.
I don't know.
I
It's
think
hard to say.
It was Tobin's something
It's
about.
a saying that you've never heard. I know what it means. The saying doesn't quite fit what it means, but remember
I'll tell you-
Daniel Jones saying I'm seeing ghosts.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You got to give a shout out to that Hard Rock Stadium because they made a big effort to get the fans there, and they burned a lot of timeouts because they couldn't get play calls in, or they were getting screwed up, or false starts, or all that. So Jimbo. The crowd had Jimbo shook. You know,
My buddy Dave didn't even golf with us on Saturday because he wanted to. He was sending me updates on his ribs.
was he?
Yeah, like 6 o'clock.
The Canes,
ribs are in.
the Canes crowd showed out, and Texas A&M was flustered by it. You know, so
That's how it should be. That's what a home field
I
advantage
know,
is.
I know. Well,
And
I
I'm
know, but
telling you what, that place is loud.
that place, you know, everybody's like, oh, they need their own place.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
That place is.
They need to
awesome.
be good. If they're good and people go, I'm telling you, that place is loud as hell and tough for
Plus,
tough for
let me
people
ask
to
you a
play.
question. This is all the Dum Canes fans.
Well, you don't have to take shots.
I'm taking shots just on this topic.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about your team or anything. You do realize if they build a facility in Miami on campus, it's going to be smaller than that. And you're going to have a harder time getting tickets for games, and they're going to be so damn expensive. And then you're going to be complaining about the price of the damn tickets to go to Canes games. It's coming. You know that.
I'm good with
if
that
they go
place.
from 60,000 to 45,000, where the other 15,000 people going to go?
That place is a beautiful building.
It's a perfect building.
It's great.
It's a perfect building. You play in a nicer stadium than most of colleges in America because all those colleges that have those big on-campus stadiums, they ain't sitting in chairs. They sitting on benches with numbers on them. How do you think you get 100,000 people in a stadium? You don't have seats. You have benches.
See a little, see a lot. See nothing.
So
see a little, see a lot. See a lot, see nothing.
Yep. See your ass on out.
Point for lead.
Take a break. Get you caught up with your headlines. Back after this.
There goes the smoke, and here come the Hurricanes. Miami onto the field. Van Dyke, he wants to go to the air. He's got a man right down the middle. It's Restrepo. He breaks the tackle at the 40, then the 30, then the 25, then the 20, all the way down to the A&M 15-yard line. Van Dyke pedals back to throw. Looking deep for Horton. Lets it fly. He's open. Down the field. It's caught. He's at the 10, then the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. 53 yards. Perfect pass. Perfect play. Perfect pitch. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Here's the kick by Bond. It's going to be fielded by Miami. Brashard Smith right up the middle. Brashard Smith crosses 20. He's at the 30. Here we go. Brashard Smith got the 40. Then midfield. Middle of the field. He's at the 30. One man to beat at the 20. 15. 10. 5. Brashard Smith goes all the way for Miami. Touchdown. Amazing thoughts. Looking to throw down the middle. Got it by Miami at the 40-yard line. Cam Kitchens has it. He's at the 30. Cuts back at the 25. Then he's down to the 22. Cam Kitchens with an interception for Miami. The clock is down to 3. Down to 2. Van Dyke takes it. Here comes the blitz. He throws down the right sideline. Jacoby George got it. He got it. He's still going. George at the 25. Get in there, baby. 20. Here we go. 15, 10, 5. Jacoby George. Touchdown. Touchdown, Miami! Van Dyke and George take the lid off the stadium.
Touchdown number 5 for Tyler Van Dyke.
64 yards on the touchdown. Hurricanes do not have to run another play. That's going to be it at Hard Rock Stadium. Mario Cristobal will meet Jimbo Fisher. It is ecstasy for Miami at Hard Rock Stadium. And a day and night of deep disappointment for the Aggies of Texas A&M. Miami 48, Texas A&M 33. That's your final score at Hard Rock Stadium.
See a little, see a lot. See a lot, see nothing. Had great.
Oh, baby. Canes, big-time win over the Aggies. Don Bailey Jr., Joe Zagacki there on the call this weekend on WQAM as your Miami Hurricanes off to a 2-0 start.
Juicy.
Real juicy. Coach Feld's got to be feeling it. Mario Cristobal's got to be feeling it. Oh, that was awesome. What a weekend. What a weekend we had.
Goosies galore.
Nothing but good stuff this weekend. It was really good. I do want to send us some wishes. It sounds like he's doing better. But what happened to Cam Kitchens there?
Cam Kitchens,
Scary.
Yeah, really scary. You saw him immediately, like he was flexing the hand, like immediately as he got hit. So hoping because that guy is good. First of all American. You know, you were very unsure about some of the talent coming into this year. Not that dude. You knew that he was going to be one of the steadying forces of this team. And this team, I really like. They're flying around, dude. They're hitting with some viciousness. It's really, really great to see. But that was a scary moment and scary for all of his teammates to see that happen. Just hoping for a full recovery from Cam Kitchens. That was a scary thing on what was supposed to be a jovial day. So
yeah,
hopefully,
really was.
Yeah, it really
good
was.
to hear that he's out of the hospital and back home.
Want to let you guys know, by the way, our show and Miami Media School are giving you a chance to come here and watch the show in studio. You guys can get Goosies galore. Why? What are you looking at me for?
Goosies
galore.
galore.
Why? Because you don't want more shenanigans coming by and people joining in on it. Because
I'm just saying, when people are watching, you tend to overdo it.
What do you mean? I don't overdo it, dude. I mean, I will. I mean, I might. I might just do it. I might just be me.
Tobin's a show pony.
There you go. Soon as they line up outside,
I don't like the fact JFig gave me -1 this weekend for tomfoolery, and I'm like, we don't even have that.
Wow, it's a new level there, dude.
-1 for tomfoolery.
I like it.
Show pony.
I have to get Mike Biamonte to do that. -1 for tomfoolery. I'll tell you why I did in a second, but first I want to let you guys know. So what you do is go to WQAM.com/contests, and you guys enter there. And go there, Miami Media School. If you guys want to gain the skills, advantages, and insights becoming a sports broadcaster, visit beonair.com for more information. And they're doing a giveaway.
When they come? On Tuesday or Thursday, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But they will be here If you guys want to try and win your way in to come watch the show, check it on out. You can enter at WQAM.com. But yeah, JFig gave me -1 for tomfoolery this weekend, and I didn't appreciate it.
Wow.
That's funny.
Do you remember why?
I do remember why. Well, because there was this photo that Shakira posted on her Instagram.
Oh, that's right. Okay, now you know what? Yeah, you did say that.
She posted on her Instagram, and it was like, what was the caption? Guess which song this pose is from. Can't wait for Tuesday. Hashtag VMAs. And, you know, it's Shakira looking adorable, but she got her legs and her butt in the air.
Yep.
And I just, on my algorithm, I was just scrolling past to go, huh. The only famous person I see that had liked that.
All right. Jimmy Butler. Of course. Sneaky, Mr. Big Face.
He's a rascal.
Sneaky.
Just saying.
Sneaky, huh?
Jimmy Butler, you rascal.
So is there a connection there?
Well, I don't know.
Is she
Just
still
saying.
there?
I just happened to notice it. You know, Jimmy
I
Butler.
liked it.
Why wouldn't you like it?
That's the point.
Wouldn't you like it?
That's the
But
point.
you and I don't have rumors surrounding Shakira. Jimmy
Really?
Butler.
Really?
Jimmy Butler does.
Why would they do that?
Gives a whole new meaning to Jimmy Butler.
-1.
Why? Too much, dude. You know what? This dude reads into everything. Everything. Nobody in the sports world can just do anything just innocently or fun. Nothing. It always means something to you.
Why
And
would
it
they do
always
that?
means what you want it to mean so you can, further along conversation.
Could be nothing.
Right. There you go.
Shmee the Schmolik says if Tobin had a hit song, it'd be called Chips Don't Lie.
Don't forget the dip.
I just don't feel like it was worth a -1.
Hold on.
For tomfoolery.
First weekend of football, did you sit in front of your TV with some snacks?
Yeah.
Would you? You got some wings. Huh.
No, you know what? I actually ordered some wings because I was like, I was coming back from Gameday Uncensored. I come back into the house and I'm like, damn, I have no food. So I'm like, I gotta deliver it because, like, that's what I need. So I was, and I actually, I won't say which delivery service I used because
Uber Eats couldn't find his house.
Dude, I was watching it and it was like the guy just kept going in another direction. I'm like, where's he going?
Right.
And like it was supposed to be there, like, quick. And it was just like an hour goes by. And I'm just like, he just can't, like, it wasn't moving. So I just ended up canceling. I got a refund because they're like, normally they're like, oh, too late for a refund. I'm like, but it was even like, wow, this is even ridiculous. We'll give you your money back.
Wow.
So I ended up
here. I don't understand.
Did he just park and eat your food?
I don't know.
You know what I do?
I don't even think he picked up the food. He might be, for all I know, he passed out in a car.
Let me tell you what I do.
Let's check on him.
When they say he's on his way or she's on his way, I look at the map because Google always takes them to the back of my house across that creek.
Yeah, I never.
So I always get on the phone. I always get on the. Here's the problem: they don't speak English, right? Every time, so it's hard
I don't
to.
know.
And so I get on my app and actually give them directions to my house.
So I was starving at that point, and the one place that I know I can get food super quick is Chipotle, because Chipotle next to my house I could do. They have a digital window, and it's like it's done in 5 minutes. It's like so I ended up eating a burrito.
I'm going to a baby shower. You know what they're doing for the food?
What?
Chipotle catering.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Why you say that with a smile?
Oh,
my son was.
I would listen if you want to have a party and you don't want me to come. Do Chipotle cake.
Why? Chipotle's delicious, dude.
It's really good.
Delicious. You don't like Mexican food. It's okay, but
I've stated that clearly.
But
I eat here.
But it's a terrible
because here,
thing. It's a terrible
Let me
thing.
explain something to
You don't know what
Let
you
me
like.
explain something to you. You know how most people get that big old fat burrito?
Yeah.
You got to put it in your hand. It looks delicious, right? Okay, well, I don't like rice, and I'm not getting beans. So now when I get done, this is what I get that I spend $10 for. So I'm like, no, the rice, I'm not going to get rice so you can make your product look big and juicy. I said, can I get some extra meat? Look how small that is. Nope.
You're a caveman, Leroy.
Dade
I'm not a caveman.
Caveman.
Dade South says Tobin is bite salamaham.
Okay. Wow.
Point for Twitcher.
Wait, like, what the hell kind of name is M Night Shyamalan anyway?
I don't know. You want to talk about a guy who like he had 2 hits and then was just like, we're gonna fat cat it up from here on out.
Everything's a twist now.
Everything's a twist, dude. Everything's a twist. You thought that the dead kid, the kid that was gonna be it? Nope. Headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Been talking about it, but the Dolphins, of course, they win 36-34. Patriots lost yesterday. The other AFC East counterparts play tonight. And if you want to, you can hear that game right here on 560 WQM. If you happen to be riding around looking for a place to listen to the game, 560 has Monday Night Football tonight. The Jets hosting the Bills. And be interested to check that out. Of course, Dolphins will be on primetime next week, Leroy. Sunday Night Football against Mac Jones and the New England Patriots. Good luck, Mac.
Good luck, Mac.
So they go back to back. This was a prime?
I don't know what the future 4:30 game was. I think it was. I think the Patriots were actually, because I think Tony Romo,
Tom Brady, yeah.
Tony Romo,
Ooh,
Jim. Okay. I wish I was watching Tua right now instead of this bum. Could you imagine?
You know what's amazing? Here's what's really amazing about Dallas. Their quarterback play was okay. They won 40-0. So what are we going to make?
Noah Benogany, though.
What are we going to make of that?
What do I make of it? Their defense seems really good.
Right, but again, if their defense is really good, your quarterback doesn't have to be.
Yeah, their defense. I think their defense and special teams put up like 35 fantasy points yesterday. So yeah, it was just an embarrassment for the Giants. 40-0.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, that's so Giants, right?
Yeah,
it is. Because like, show of hands, how many people ever thought Daniel Jones was going to get $40 million a year? That's what I thought. None. Nobody. I don't understand how he could get a contract before Tua. Right?
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Tua's going to make a lot of money if he could keep this up.
A boatload.
He's gonna be looking at Boutro and Herbert and saying, a couple broke boys. Look at you guys. Bums.
I think it's pretty amazing.
Hey, Jay Herb, what'd you get? $219 guaranteed. How about a $300 guarantee? What you think about that?
Here's my question.
Jay Herb is so disrespectful.
Here's the problem with how contracts are.
Yeah,
is that you can make a whole contract all guaranteed, but it doesn't give you any flexibility with the cap. So a lot of times these numbers are out there where you just look at the guarantee because they'll restructure it as soon as it gets there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So he may sign a $300 million contract with $200 guaranteed, right?
Oh, well, listen, $200 guaranteed. That's a bargain for Tua at this pace.
So the highest right now as far as guarantee is Deshaun Watson.
234.
230.
Then there's 219 is Boutro.
What did Herbert get?
I don't remember.
Okay. He was in the 180s or something.
Better than that. 180 guaranteed, and the guy's got to ride Austin Eckler's
But that's
coattails.
just it. Like,
You think Austin Eckler's going to get $10 million?
Nope.
Austin Eckler was the best player for them on offense yesterday.
He's been the best player for them on offense for the last 2 years.
Yes.
He was really good.
You think he's going to get anything? Nope.
Nah. Also, that Kelly guy was good too. So even when like Eckler was shooken up, I was like,
This is all you need to know about him. Who texted that? Who texted that? Hey, no, you know what? Marcos would text that.
I don't like this.
Roger, apologies.
Apologies?
Yeah.
I would text that.
Yes, that sounds like something you would say.
Roger that.
We say, Marcos, I'm doing something right now. I'll call you back. Roger, apologies.
Heard that. I use restaurant talk all the time. Heard. Behind.
Chef.
Corner.
Take a quick break. Back after this.
It's another Minutes uncensored.
Let's go! Sponsored by South Florida Lexus dealers. Experience amazing.
You think about doing it?
Welcome back, everybody.
Never mind.
Sorry, Marcos did that to you.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. I apologize.
Just revealing secrets, dude. What's wrong with you?
We're not revealing any
Expose you,
secrets.
dude.
Hey, everybody. Football season is back, and so is our Dave & Buster's gift card giveaway. We've got a chance to win a $250 gift card from Dave & Buster's to watch college football, the NFL, and more. To enter, go online to WQM's contest page and submit your entry. If you win, you could go to Dave & Buster's in Hollywood with your gift card. Spend the day watching your favorite teams, all on us, and Dave & Buster's. Eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave &
Love that
Buster's
place.
in Hollywood.
Love that place. Me and Big Spoon used to go there on Monday nights. Watch a little Monday Night Football, play a little pool, eat a little food.
Yeah.
And then I used to take Fonz over there, play some video games. And Friday night's tough. It's crap packed.
You got any more Kevin Harlan in the system? Can I just hear some Harlan, dude? 'Cause Harlan is, like it's one thing to do drugs, right? But it's also something to do drugs and have the right atmosphere, have the right soundtrack for it. And I kind of feel like when you have Tyreek Hill and Tua, it's probably, I've never done speed, but I imagine that's probably what it's like because they have a lot of speed. And then, like, imagine if we had some, like, real rave music in the background, but that rave music is Kevin Harlan.
With the best beginning field position, 35 of LA. He's got Hill. That's a touchdown. The sack sets it up. The defense held. The electrifying Hill finishes it off for Tua Tagovailoa.
Bro, that sack that Tater Kohu had on Justin Herbert.
Wow, dude.
That Tater Kohu, man.
Thank God he
Wasn't that the one where wasn't that right after the interception?
Right after the interception.
Right. Remember the
He had
interception? He returned it out of the end zone?
He returned it out of the end zone. Then Cater had a big tackle for loss, and then right after that, he got the sack. So
Yeah, but that's what's crazy. That
it was a terrible decision.
it was a
by
terrible
Jason Jackson.
decision. They always tell you, hey, if you can't get to at least the 25, don't take it out.
He was feeling froggy.
I guess.
He was feeling froggy.
I think he got excited
Relatable.
about the pick. He forgot that he actually ran out of bounds. Ran out of the end zone.
I think that's kind of what it's like for defenders sometimes. Like they get the ball, like, oh my god, what do I do?
Well, you know what I say about defenders.
You said they're stupid.
Leroy.
Except for
What?
Tater Kohu, genius.
They fall, dude. Listen, you've never heard a defender get on these airwaves, or even Crowder, and say how they tricked the offense, right? All the stuff that we run has all the things they can do included in defending it.
In fairness, Jimbo Fisher was saying that the Hurricanes defenders were just clapping because they picked up the cadence and they were tricking the Aggies many times on offense.
Right.
So the
Oh,
shoe
oh.
sometimes goes on the other foot.
That's just stupid.
Stupid college kids.
That's just bad. Like basically, like you should never jump
Jimbo,
when somebody else does something.
Jimbo Fisher was like, they clapped and they were like, they figured it out. They snapped the ball. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. See a little, see a lot.
Dude, why? What is wrong with you?
Give him some more Harlan, dude.
5 in the secondary, third down, 1. Justin Herbert, here comes the driving Kohu. Got him! Got him! What a play on the blitz, Kohu!
Oh. High as a kite, Yogi.
You're high on Harlan?
I'm high on Harlan. I'm high on Tyreek
He's
Hill.
just
Tua.
awesome. Very awesome.
Oh, man. More.
I'm high as a kite, yo.
Is that what you're looking for? Oh my goodness.
Can I ask why that wasn't a safety when Tater Kohu sacked him though?
Because
Like,
he
I
had
saw-
he laid his stupid arm.
Here,
on
let
the
me
goal.
tell
his
you.
booty was on the line.
Let me tell you why else. It has to be definitive to give a safety. If it's even close, they won't give it to him, right? Because
not
then they would
reviewable?
say, even if you see there was a situation where it looked like he didn't stick that ball out,
Yeah.
they would then come back and say, well, it was what do they call it? The play was over.
Mm.
Like the play had stopped, we had blown it dead or whatever.
Look, I mean, it's interesting. You see these clips that go around and all the Dolphins receipts on Twitter right now of Chris Sims, where he was like, Tua Tagovailoa, Herbert. Tua will never close the talent gap on Justin Herbert. This debate is over. Where was Justin Herbert on that game-winning drive? Where was he? Does he just get a pass? Because everybody today is going to be mad at Brandon Staley and be like, Brandon, how can you not stop the best wide receiver QB duo in the league? And meanwhile, Justin Herbert had the game. He was gifted the game basically by Jason Sanders. Go win the game, Justin Herbert. Take it, because I'm a fat cat kicker. Here you go. Go win the game. Get us in field goal range. And what did he do? Intentional grounding, sack, poop the bed.
There's a couple players that I was like, are you playing for the other team?
Wow.
Connor Williams, Jason Sanders.
Tomlin looks absolutely pissed.
Yeah, I would be too.
If you had Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, it would be too if you had old
baby
hands.
Here's when I quit watching the game. I'm looking at the game, want to see some analysis of what has transpired to this point. And here's all I heard. Oh my goodness. Kenny Pickett is wearing gloves. He never wears a glove. That's it. I'm like, goodbye.
That's not, I look, I like the fat jokes as much as everybody, but this one just hurts. Tobin is catered tofu. Nah, that doesn't fit.
His correction. The insult is in the correction.
You guys workshopping insults. Too healthy. I would never have tofu.
Tofu. You know what I've been eating lately? Chickpeas.
Really?
Like chickpeas.
Don't-
It's seasoned
don't
right
come
with
to
a little
me-
bit of sausage
You
in it.
don't like rice.
But you
you
know
like
what? I don't.
But you love sausage.
Wait.
Yeah, he does love sausage.
But you know what I hate? Hummus. Go figure.
Hummus is really good.
You're
Leroy.
No, could you wait? I know people that don't like onions but love onion rings.
No, those who do you know that does
My
that?
brother grew up like that, giving him the evil stare because he'd go order onion rings, but he
doesn't
said
like
make sure you take the onions off.
By the way, hello, JFig.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh.
I don't think I deserved a -1 for tomfoolery though.
Well,
just I thought
yes,
that was
you did.
a bit hard.
I think you did.
Yes, you did.
I don't think I did.
Okay, I got you.
But what a great game it was. Harlan.
Yes, it
dude.
was. It was. You know what? It's one of those games you have to watch the whole game because it was never a victory or a loss.
No, it was a roller coaster.
Right.
It was a roller coaster the entire way.
But they responded every time. Same thing with the Canes.
But that's
the Canes, I was most impressed with the fact that every time Texas A&M did something, you responded right away.
Yeah, the Canes I felt a little differently because I felt like the Canes were head and shoulders better than Texas A&M. Like I thought that was clear watching that game. With the Dolphins, the thing that I loved about it was, I do feel like that the LA Chargers are a good team. I don't feel like they're not, like Mike McDaniel said this after the game. He goes, they're going to give a lot of teams trouble. So, and I don't think that's just talking up your victory. I think that's true. I think they have a lot of talent on that team. No, I think they have a lot of talent.
No, they do. But I'm saying it's Mike McDaniel. You can't excuse him from that.
Justin Herbert, I mean, like, is holding him back a little bit because anytime they need a big pass, where was he? But either way, the thing that what?
If not for
You don't think that he held them back?
If not for a doctor stabbing somebody in the ribs, he would have probably not even played his first year.
Hard to say. I don't live in hypotheticalville like you.
Wow.
I do. I
Wait
live.
a minute. Says the guy who starts a conversation off with, "Hear me out."
Okay. All right. Look, we're on the premise of quibbling
Got a
here.
point there.
But the thing that I find interesting about it is, what you always like. People are always sitting here like, "Oh, it's totally going to be a franchise quarterback." All that stuff. Like that's always what you want. This guy, how many big comebacks has this guy got to give you the last couple of years to show you? Like, yeah, the kid's got the goods to lead this team.
Here's what happens. I'm gonna give you the honest truth. Because as a society, we're stupid. And here's why. You turn on the TV, you hear something, you go with it. You don't see it for yourself. It's not your own thoughts. It's something that you've heard. And if we keep doing that without seeing it for yourself, then like
I think
the real issue gets lost. So this whole thing with Tua, right? The whole thing with Tua is because that's what they heard on TV. It's not factual. The fact of the matter is Tua's played more games the last 2 years than Lamar Jackson. That doesn't register, right? The fact of the matter is Tua statistically led the league in about 6 or 7 categories. Average pass attempt, average yards per pass attempt. All these things that you say, oh, he can't throw it deep. He can't do this again. The facts are in front of you.
Don't forget about BBT.
And he's back. You see what I mean? Marcos, this guy is playing better defense than the Cane.
No, you said you were doing stats, and I also agree with you. I was just bringing up that he leads the league in BBT.
Who's BBT?
Big balls throws.
Oh, not to be confused with BBY. Because
see what I mean? See
I have
what
a stat too.
See
It's
how
called
this-
big balls yards.
Okay, yeah.
Leads to the two. Samesies.
See this guy? See what I'm saying?
It's metrics. I have a stat too. It's called big balls yards. I always told you I was a metrics guy. Tua Tagovailoa leads the league.
Since last week.
If metric came and hit you in the face, you would shoo it because you didn't know what it was.
Told you, dude. I'm about metrics.
See what I mean?
And
No,
Tua's
see what he does?
BBY is
See what
bigger
he
than
does?
anybody's.
See what he does? He is playing better defense than Eli Apple right now.
Lockdown.
Yeah. On me. You basically just, it's like Waddle running to the other side and
I
guarding
was
Tyreek.
agreeing with you. Why? Are you
That wasn't agreeing.
to say that he has big balls yards?
I'm just saying, if we took the facts of the Tua situation and not what the narrative is, we wouldn't be as surprised as people are now. People wouldn't be as surprised, right? Because they're going to try to put some stupid twist on it.
I'm not letting them.
Really, you kind of stopped me
What do you mean?
from actually making your point. You played defense on me.
I did play defense.
So how are you going to stop
I
that?
added a little pss to it.
I didn't ask for cheese. I didn't ask for
Makes
cheese.
everything delicious.
Right? No, it doesn't.
What?
But it does.
I do eat cheese on everything.
Cheese is good.
But you have to have certain type of cheese.
He's only disagreeing with the take because I like cheese.
No.
That's fair.
Yes, because I was on a roll. I was on a hot take roll, and you shot it down.
You know what's good on a roll? Cheese.
No, I don't eat. I don't.
Stop it.
I don't like cheese by itself.
Grilled cheese.
I don't like grilled cheese. Or these people that eat just square cheese. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. All of my friends in South Florida, if I come over to your house and we gonna talk about watching some football or whatever, and you put a charcuterie board out, we can no longer be friends. There, it's out.
You pronounce that really well.
Those are good though.
But you got to be careful with the big words because we know how you guys. You push a little button and then by the time the show in, you done replayed it. Just ask Tobin, who can't say nothing.
Tua's throws are charcuterie.
That's pretty good. And he's cute. Come on, guys. Come on.
No.
Point. Have I mentioned how Tua's like a cat burglar?
Yes, you did.
Can I just say this, Marcos?
Yeah.
You giving out too many plus ones.
Sharp.
Willy nilly. Your
Sharp's
standards
happy.
got.
Why can't he
Your
be-
you can be happy, but your standards got to get better.
Sharp
Don't listen to him, dude.
And the only person who seems to get him is Tobin.
No, I think
No,
I
you
give
got
Yeah.
you've got multiple points today.
give you a point today.
Multiple.
Multiple.
He only throws me a couple of bones so he can kind of
Minus
hide
one.
the fact that everything that comes out of your mouth gets a point.
Lashing
For
out.
sass.
Sad.
For lashing out.
Look, just go ahead, hit the whole. You got one more.
For
Stop it!
deception.
You know what? -1, Marcos.
Hey,
Don't let her talk to you like that.
yeah.
-1. JFig's a murderer.
See now, look, you can't even comment.
You're lashing out. Okay.
That's the creepy one.
Take a break. Back after this.
Listen, there has never been a better time for
Oh, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, taking you up until 2 here on the show. Streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. Miami 560 WQAM is where you guys can find us. Also on the Odyssey app, AUDACY. You guys can catch us there.
So how'd you take in the game? So it kind of got, man, you struggled because you're still doing the MMA show, right?
The MMA show, because it's college football season, it's now podcasts during the week now. So it's not on Saturdays, which I actually kind of prefer.
Oh, so you do it during the week?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
So I was getting ready to say, because you're Saturday and then Sunday.
Saturday was great. Saturday was basically just all sports.
Did you go all football all day, or did you go football then?
It was basically just
Texas and then fighting.
I don't know if anybody knows. The Canes game took forever.
It did. It was a delay, wasn't it? That was last week?
No, I don't. Well, there was a little delay. Yeah, it started at 4, but I'm just saying from 4, it just took a long time. Halftime.
Because remember, Cam got hurt.
Even before the Cam thing.
Okay.
Even before the Cam thing, it was taking forever. The game was just like the game.
You know what I realized in college, they do a lot of explaining to coaches. Like these guys don't know the rules.
The commercials are super long. It's just
Plus, it was really, this is second big week, first big week or second big week. First.
I mean, like last week was opening week. No, I would say it's second big week.
Okay.
It was great to see Dion smoked that Matt Rule.
Yeah, that's another one. They start off slow too.
Oof.
Start off slow. Everybody's like, "Here, well, guys, we told you."
Oof.
And then they just got it going.
Yep. But yeah, so I watched that, and then I watched UFC afterwards. It was great.
I didn't believe Steinbender lost.
I know. He got handled by Sean Strickland. Huge upset.
Sean Strickland good? It was like minus 750, wasn't it?
He's good, but I would say that it was a huge upset. Like you said, the odds were very long against him. He wasn't even supposed to be the title fight. Like it was supposed to be against Duplessis. Remember the whole South African beef that was going on there?
Right. So he lost to a substitute fighter?
Yeah, it's harsh to say that he lost to a substitute fighter.
It wasn't the fight.
Duplessis turned down the fight, and so they went to Sean Strickland, because the thing with Izzy has been he's beaten everybody and like beaten him twice.
Right.
So he fought Sean Strickland, and everybody's like, "Oh, well, Sean is only going to win by decision," which is true. No one's ever going to outstrike Israel Adesanya over 5 rounds, which is exactly what he did. He nearly knocked him out in the first round.
Ooh, wow!
And then
buckled him.
And just never hit Sean Strickland with anything solid. And Sean Strickland's a champ. Yeah, crazy.
So you don't think or is maybe he just need to take a break? That's what.
Well, people are like, "Oh, does he deserve an immediate rematch?" It wasn't a close fight,
but he's been the champ for so long.
Yeah, but he's lost 2 out of his last 3 fights. If you really think about it,
so you think he should take a break?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he'll get back to getting another crack. But I think that I wouldn't be surprised if they go in a different direction first, right off the bat. Let's mix it up here, Marcos. What do we got?
All righty then. Since we already kind of went over the whole UFC thing, I'll spare us anything further. Anything further than this. John Anik, love him, friend of the show. This is him.
That guy's good.
Proclaiming Sean Strickland the new UFC middleweight champ.
Sean Strickland has produced one of the biggest upsets in UFC championship history. We await the all-important scorecards, but Sean Strickland, in all likelihood, is heading back to the United States of America as the undisputed middleweight champion of the world.
Is it undisputed?
What do you mean?
Because like usually when it's undisputed, because you get multiple, belts in that division. So when they say it in boxing,
I mean, it's the undisputed UFC. Like, it's the UFC champ. I mean, like, I guess technically, if you were Bellator champion, like, I guess you could dispute.
It's not really undisputed.
Actually, Bellator is the only probably promotion that has
comparable.
I would say no. I would I'd say Bellator's middleweight champion is probably the only guy right now that's reigning. You'd be like, that guy could be UFC champion. That's Johnny Eblin.
How did that guy do?
Who? Xander? Xander fights this week.
Oh, this week.
He fights this
I
week.
thought he fought last week. All right.
Cool. What else we got, Marcos?
We are going to kind of stay in the realm. No, this is a little different. This guy's annoying. I'm just going to flat out say it. Sean Payton. Did you guys see how he started his tenure as a Broncos
Yes,
coach?
onside kick.
What the hell was that? This is Sean Payton explaining why he decided to start a game with the only thing he's actually ever done that's worth a damn, an onside kick.
The exception is the games that aren't close, really. And so, playing in these one-score games, obviously it was frustrating. They were able to run the clock out, and then we had our opportunities offensively as well. So, those close games aren't going away. It's kind of our league.
Kind of like an Elvis impersonator, right? Like he's just, hey, just play us the hits, Sean. Do that thing you do, the wacky onside kick.
That's annoying.
You guys remember when I did that? I mean, you're sitting here and you're telling Russell Wilson, hey, don't do things that just make people like you. And hey, you remember when I did that thing in the Super Bowl? Yeah, Sean.
So you're saying he's being a bit of a show pony himself?
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow.
A little bit. A little bit. But as we've learned from Vic Fangio, sometimes it takes the old a while to dial it up,
Yep.
How old is Sean Payton?
Good question.
You got to be right around 60.
75.
No.
59.
59, right.
He looks 75.
He's only 4 years older than me.
I actually thought he was a lot older than that.
No.
What else you got, Marcos?
Coco Gauff.
Oh man.
Yeah. From the hometown, from the crib. This is her on Silencing Doubters.
Honestly, thank you to the people who didn't believe in me. I mean, like a month ago, I won a 500 title, and people said I would stop at that. 2 weeks ago, I won a 1,000 title, and people were saying that was the biggest it was going to get. So 3 weeks later, I'm here with this trophy right now. I tried my best to carry this with grace, and I've been doing my best. So honestly, to those who thought were putting water on my fire, you're really adding gas to it. And now I'm really burning so bright right now.
19 years old, man. Shout
19.
out. Shout out.
It's pretty amazing to me. Here's what's pretty amazing to me. How can you write the things that she said about a teenager? Right?
Yeah.
Like people got no couth whatsoever.
No couth. Dude.
I get on you about that by Jović. I was saying he's 19, dude.
Mm-hmm.
When you tried to trade him 8 times?
No, you got on me because I said he stunk up a summer league game.
Right. A summer league game at 19.
Well, Tyler Hero was balling out in the Eastern Conference Final.
Okay, but everybody's different.
You're right. Everybody is different. Took a little time.
Why are you shocked that it took longer?
I'm not. Just was reacting to what happened that day on a July.
He's 20, and now you can't do without him. So you look how wishy-washy you are.
You're wishy-washy.
Less than a year ago.
How much Serbia did you watch, dude? I watched more Serbian basketball over this last 2 weeks than you have.
I didn't have questions about you.
Oh, okay. So what? You only watch things that you don't have questions about?
No. Like, what are you going to learn watching him play for Serbia?
What am I going to learn?
Yeah.
I'm going to watch. I don't know. Watch him. Develop. Watch his game.
We did learn that
you sat here, you complained about Spo not playing him. You're not watching him play.
What? I'm not watching him play Serbia.
Why not?
I don't care about Serbia basketball.
Oh, the Serbs, dude.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness.
What do you mean, okay?
Okay.
This isn't dismissive, okay?
You can't just say the Serbs,
The
dude.
The Serbs. Now y'all don't speak in terms.
No,
Y'all cool.
the Serbs.
Right. What's the capital of Serbia?
Gogieville.
Oh, he's not even from there. Is he from there? Who? One more?
Yeah, one more.
Is it Jović from Serbia?
He is.
Yeah.
Why you say he's not even from there?
I was talking
He's
about
playing for the
Gogi.
national team.
Is
Gogi's not from there.
No, he's from Slovenia, but his parents are Serbian.
Okay. Shout out to my boy who said he wouldn't leave, and he did.
And that ball is mishandled. Blocked and picked up by the Cowboys defender on the right sideline. It is Noah Egan-Benamaki, and he runs it in for a touchdown for Dallas.
I tell you what.
Wow.
I have
He
never
avoided it at
I have
first.
never heard a guy so unsure of his profession.
He got something in his throat. Oh,
And that ball is mishandled.
he don't want to
Blocked
say
and
it.
picked up by
Say it.
the Cowboys
Say it.
defender
Say
on the
it.
right sideline. It is Noah Egan-Benamaki, and he runs it in for a touchdown for Dallas.
Why do you go? Why do you go keep?
He should have just said Noah, been not gonna leave.
Oh, JFig, you didn't know.
No, babe, no,
Old voice of the Cowboys there was like, it's
He said Noah
Welcome to the team, buddy. Welcome to the team.
Oh my goodness! I think he had a better chance saying Giannis.
Should have just kept it at Noah.
Can
Yeah.
I just hear one more? Because the the relief he has when he finishes the last
Yeah.
syllable, because he's like,
Did I get it?
He goes, Carl, did I nail that?
Yeah, nailed it.
And that ball is mishandled. Blocked and picked up by the Cowboys defender on the right sideline. It is Noah Egan-Benamaki, and he runs it in for a touchdown for Dallas.
I don't think you got that one, Ralph.
Hey, like, at the end, he just gave up. He's like, he got one more. He had one more thing to say, but it was 5 letters, so he
It
just
sounded like he was on the bench and he's like, I could get this one last rep in.
And that ball is mishandled. Blocked and picked up by the Cowboys defender on the right sideline. It is Noah Egan-Benamaki, and he runs it in for a touchdown for Dallas.
Happy for Noah, though. Good for him. He got his fresh start. Big moment for him on national TV.
was that special teams or you
Special
playing
teams.
defense?
Special teams.
Oh, special
Block
teams.
punt.
Yeah.
That's all
Look
we-
at that!
that's all
Go
we're waiting
figure,
for, dude.
Go figure.
Crazy. All right. Take a quick break. Final hour of the show coming on up.
WQAM.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
So, my boy, which this has gone unnoticed.
Yeah.
Yep.
He says to me, he has never had a piece of sweet potato pie.
Yeah.
Huh.
Intangibles.
And yeah, that's what he said, intangibles.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, I love
He
sweet
said
potatoes.
he's not a fan of pumpkin pie. He loves sweet potatoes. And I'm like, yeah.
Seems like a match made in heaven.
White folks have taken something delicious and made French fries out of it.
Whoa, sweet
Right?
potato fries, those
Those are
marshmallow
No,
fluff.
Those are
that's
good.
terrible.
Yeah, but I've never had sweet potato pie.
Wow.
Never had sweet potato pie?
I know
Are you
they,
kidding?
I've
Here's
never
the
had that kind of pie either.
The difference between sweet potato and pumpkin is sweet potato is a little bit softer, right?
So is it the same as pumpkin pie?
No.
Okay, because I don't
Well,
like pumpkin
what?
pie.
Look alike. They do look alike.
They look alike.
They
but
look alike. Okay.
Sweet potato pie is a brighter orange.
Mhm.
Pumpkin pie is like dull. It really has no taste, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm not a fan.
Right. Because pumpkins are made to do jack-o'-lanterns, not eat.
Huh?
And pumpkin seeds are disgusting. They taste like cardboard.
Not a fan of pumpkin pie. But you were saying that you're not a fan of either pie, but you like a la mode, but that kind of makes you a fan of the pie.
Hey,
even if you like
listen,
ice cream.
I don't like blueberries, but blueberry cobbler with a scoop of ice cream. I just eat the
That's
bread.
good.
I eat the bread part. The bread part was makes it
Where did we
good.
get that cobbler from one time? Was it Mission?
Mission barbecue.
Man, that
Yes.
cobbler was good.
That cobbler was so good. Right. But here's the thing, man. Mission barbecue changes it. Wow. Like, so one time it'll be, blueberry cobbler. One time it'll be banana pudding. One time it'll be. So I go in there and look. I'm out. They go, what? I
You
say,
do
"I
a sneak and
don't-"
peek and go?
Yeah, nobody likes banana pudding.
That's bold of you. I appreciate that.
Who likes banana pudding?
Will you go into a restaurant, Marcos, if you don't like what they got, you'll leave?
Oh, I got one worse.
Not like a sit down restaurant. I'm talking
Okay,
like, have you ever like gone into a place you're like, no thanks.
You know, I've done that like 4
Not off, like,
times.
not
I
liking the
definitely can
food.
see you doing it.
I did it once.
I always gotta find
I
something.
did it once at Arby's because I've been seeing these commercials and I'm like,
What's
oh
with
my
Arby's?
God,
Are
they
you Hockman with Arby's lately?
Arby's,
no, I'm
dude.
just saying.
Yeah,
So
it's
I
like a
went
big
in,
thing now.
and I went in and I'm like, I'm looking at this menu. I'm like, I gotta get something, right? So I'm waiting for my car next door. And I look and I look and I look. But I didn't pull the trigger that time, but I got something the next time. I got like a like first they say it's a Wagyu cheeseburger. Wagyu or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Let me explain something to you folks. If that was real Wagyu, it'd be a $400 hamburger.
Are you calling Arby liars?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Right?
Why would Arby lie to us?
It's mixed with something. Right? It ain't that pure. Like you know how much a Wagyu steak costs at a restaurant? Just like $190, $200. And they're gonna make a hamburger out of that same meat for $8. Get the hell out of here. No, it ain't not.
Justin Herbert's kind of like a Arby's Wagyu.
Okay.
Really?
Presented as a great meat, but it's imitation.
But I'm telling you, here's what I don't get about Arby's. Why don't people like Arby's? I've never had bad food there.
Never had food there. That's actually the problem.
You've never had food there?
I've
Because
never
people
had
tell
food
you-
from there, and we've only had one around the area.
But I'm just telling you, Arby's is not bad. Maybe it's their game ops.
Actually,
they don't
no.
present it well.
They got good fries, don't they? Don't they have the curly fries? Or
They
something
do
like
have good
that?
fries.
I don't like
Arby's
the
is
curly
good.
fries.
I like curly fries.
You know what I like?
Leroy,
Here's
what
the thing.
the
I like any
hell?
type of
I'm gonna
curly
tell you.
fry.
I'm gonna tell you who's falling off. You know who's
Careful.
falling off?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's falling off with their nuggets and their chicken strips and
I don't subscribe
whatever.
to Chick-fil-A.
But here's the deal:
Wow.
Chick-fil-A's got the best lemonade and fries out there. That's it.
So you're just taking shots at their chicken?
Yeah,
That's the only thing you have issue with.
but
You
you're
think their
not-
fries and their lemonade are the best?
It
But
is.
you're
They're
claiming
fried
the chicken has
waffle
fallen
fries.
off.
Waffle fries are the best. I will fight anyone. Waffle fries, then tater tots.
Calm down.
What are you talking about?
Then tater tots?
Tater tots are delicious.
Are you kidding
You
me?
made fun of me for having tater tots at
Mhm. He said it was a kid's
Yes, you
meal.
did.
Wait.
Oh,
Hold
you
on.
did.
No, wait. I'm
Wow.
talking. Hold on.
How
I'm
the tables
talking
have
about
turned.
drive-through, and this dude is having tater tots at a meal that costs $1,500.
Sweet potato tots.
You
Sweet
ranked
potato
it
tots.
second just now, though. Second.
That means they're better.
Regular tater tots
Very popular at the very popular amongst our crew.
at the table.
Yep.
But they never had them before, so they were
Still
all
good.
in. And then
Well, they were all lying to themselves
There
having
was-
asparagus.
wait,
I'm like,
there were certain guys that you could just tell whatever you brought to the table, he was gonna get some, right? That's just the way they roll.
Yep.
No, so, no. Sweet potato, I'm out. I don't like sweet potato tots. I don't like sweet potato fries, right? I just like sweet potato pie. I don't even like baked potato. I'll get some candy yams and I'll get the sweet potato on the, side, but that's it.
Song of the South, sweet potato pie, and I shut my mouth.
What are you doing?
It's Alabama.
What's that?
Alabama.
Ooh.
Song of the South.
Speaking of Alabama.
Speaking of Alabama.
Bums.
Ooh. Yep.
Now
All the teams, you ever notice?
I see why
the teams fighting NIL and transfer portal are
kind of see
losing.
why Nick Saban wanted to poach Tyler Van Dyke, huh? Interesting. Not such a genius now, are you,
That's
Nick
right.
Saban?
Chili cheese tater fights are tater tots are fire.
Chili cheese tater tots.
Dude, Marcos.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Marcos.
You're getting towards Cowboys announcer level.
Marcos.
Yeah.
I can change your mind on this.
No, it's delicious.
No. You can't have just rando chili cheese tots they take the little cauldron and they keep it there all day.
Yep.
Let me make sure some cheese. Oh, are you back yet? Are you still?
Leroy, look, if you're willing to make me food, all else is off the table at that point.
Does that have to do with the fact that you got busted?
I was just supporting the kids. I was just supporting the children.
I said, hey,
So
man,
it's over? It's finally over?
I said, you're on the diet? And I look in front of him, and he's got one of those, the candy bars that the kids sell that used to be really big, and now they're tiny for $8.
It was for the kids, though, dude. It was for the kids.
He says, I'm supporting the kids. Really?
What am I supposed to say?
$8.
Those things are ridiculous now.
Please help me play football.
Give me some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Over the weekend, lots of winning. Coco Gauff, she won the U.S. Open. Congratulations to Coco. Miami Hurricanes, they beat Texas A&M 48-33. TVD, 5 touchdowns. Dolphins, been talking a lot about it today, of course. They won 36-34. They have the Patriots coming on up. Good luck, Mac.
They start, you know what? If they can get, so they're on the road again.
They're on, yep.
So they go first 2 weeks, they go 2-0 on the road. You realize they didn't have, is it 8 or 9 games at home?
They have Chargers, then they're in New England this week, Sunday Night Football. Come back home for the home opener on the 24th against the Denver Broncos. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Then they go to Buffalo on October 1st.
So 3 of the 4 first weeks they're on the road.
Yep.
If they can get through this, right? If they can get through this, you're gonna be at home a lot for the rest of the season.
Then
when don't they go to London?
They go to Germany, actually.
Germany.
Then the next month of the season is hosting the Giants, hosting the Panthers.
Bum.
Going to Philadelphia on Sunday Night Football. That's going to be tough.
That was going to be a good one.
And then they finish off October hosting the Patriots.
So they go 3 out of 4 on the road, 3 out of 4 at home.
Yep.
So in other words, we're going to have a pretty exciting October down here.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to be at home a lot. Excited?
Yeah.
So does that mean that the Canes are going to be on the road?
I got to think they got some road games going. I think I think after this, they got a couple of road games.
Because I got to tell you, Thursday night against Bethune, going against Thursday Night Football.
What is Thursday Night Football this week, though?
I don't know. It's football.
Yeah, but you know.
It's not Canes versus Bethune.
Thursday Night Football this week is Vikings at Philly. It's all right.
All right.
It's all right.
All right.
Philly wasn't very impressive.
Huh?
Philly wasn't. Everything's kind of, everything's.
But you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Listen, Mac Jones isn't there, but their defense is really good. Right? Their defense is really good. And that weather was crappy up there, too. You didn't see when they showed Tom Brady all the rain going in front of him?
Oh, rain.
Like, why do we think? Wait. Can I wet a football for you and watch you throw it? I don't care whether you're a pro or not.
Sure.
Like, it's hard.
Wet it up, dude. Let's go.
What was that?
Wet it up.
We go right after you shave. And then what else did you say you could do? Because you pretty much, listen.
Well,
right
you never
now,
had me return
this
a
guy,
punt.
this guy is the
I think-
Bo Jackson of radio.
I'm pretty sure after I said I could return a punt, you were like, oh, you can't do it. And then once Eric Metcalf sided with me, you're like, I don't want Tobin proving me wrong. So all of a sudden that went away. So that's on you. Set it up. Give me a jugs machine.
A jugs machine.
Yeah. Set it up. I'm returning that punt. Read the toes.
Dude, you better wear breathe right.
Why?
Because when you bust yourself in the face.
I'm not gonna bust myself in the face. I'm gonna nest that thing in my pouch. Remember what they called me?
Which is what?
The kangaroo. Right in my pouch.
See, here, the thing that bothers me about you is you assume that so much football stuff is so easy. And returning punts is the most dangerous job in football.
It is, but I'm not doing this based on saying I could do a real punt return. But if you told me you were like, you can't even catch it, I said easy,
Right.
easy,
Dude,
easy.
You're gonna make an ass out of
I
yourself.
won't make
trying
an
to
ass
catch
of
it.
myself. I'm just gonna read the toes. That's the thing in my pouch. No problem. You let me know. You know what they call me? They call me Fair Catch Tobes. I'll be like,
will anybody be able to see it with your short ass arms? would it be? You gotta. Hey, you always know. You can always know when a punter been hit, a punt returner's been hit, because the next time he does this, he makes sure everybody see it. I got it. That's the hardest job in football.
which one?
Punt returner.
If you don't know what you're doing, yeah, I agree. But if you read the toes, easy. Barrios knows. If I ask Braxton Barrios, I bet you he reads the toes.
You don't read the toes.
You read the toes, dude.
You can't see toes, dude.
Okay. Well, did you ever return punts?
Wait, and yes,
When?
or I was Eric's backup.
Oh, backup.
Oh, so he was like one of the best to ever do it.
What is
Because he read the toes, which is why.
Can I just say this?
Okay, dude.
By the time the toes get to the ball, if you haven't made a decision yet of which way it's going, you're not going to be able to get there.
You don't read it at once it strikes the ball already. That doesn't make any sense. You read the toes as
You can't see his toes from 50 yards.
Whatever, dude. Eric Metcalf already agreed with me.
This dude. So let me get this straight. Hold on. I want you all to picture this.
Give me the best in the game.
So the punt returner is standing about 60 yards away from the punter, right? They punt, they get back 15 yards, and you, depending on how long he kicks it, they'll put you in between 40, 45 yards away, right? And Tobin says from that distance, he's reading a punter's toes.
Yeah.
What about all those people in the way? You can't see a punter's toes.
Sure
you can't.
Sure you can.
60 yards away through two lines.
Backed up, dude. You gotta.
You
get
have
the
to be
point.
17 feet high to see over those people to his toes.
I mean, maybe you, but my guy Met, he's got eyes like a beagle. He can see.
He did it to mess with me.
Said eyes like a beagle?
Yeah.
What is
she like a beagle? You know? That's what Stallone said.
All of his analogies come from Rocky,
they see
so we
better?
should definitely not believe any of them. You
what?
You understand?
Can
I just say no? Here's what sucks about this, because I know how this ends. I know how this ends. There's been so many people who think what happens on that field is so easy and go out there and get their teeth knocked out or split.
I don't think it's easy. I just think this particular skill, it would make it easier if people read the toes.
You can't see the toes.
Metcalf disagrees. Best to do it. You said it, not me. Expert witness sided with me, Your Honor.
Expert witness.
When it comes off his foot, you have to watch the flight of the ball.
See?
When it comes off his foot.
Yeah.
But that don't determine. There's so many things that happen before that gives you an indication which way the ball's going.
Okay. I'll stick with Matt.
You're gonna break the truck.
I got another one. I'm not gonna break it. I'm just tapping it to not curse. But they're like, does he? I don't think he understands how ridiculous he sounds. And he just
all I'm saying is I can catch a ball
he does.
high in the air on a judge machine. Easy.
What about one that's kicked?
Oh, fine. If you can find
You
me
know
a punter,
they don't kick it perfectly.
find me a punter.
All right.
Well, that's on him if he can't kick it right. I mean, get me one that can get it to me.
You watch games?
Huh?
They don't kick it right a lot.
Yeah,
it's
but
hard.
but that's the point of reading the toes. Like I'll get to my spots.
How you gonna see toes, dude?
What?
How are you gonna see which way the ball's going?
Easy.
Oh my god! You have just taken
No Australian kickers though. They're too weird.
You have just taken one of the hardest jobs in football and made it just a nominal task, right?
Like I mean, when Jacoby George dropped that punt the other day, I was like, they bounced back though.
It wasn't the toes that got him. It was them guys coming down to take his head off.
Right. That's fair.
Yeah. Okay.
But if he would have you could tell he's new at it because, like, if he would have read the toes early, he would have positioned himself in a place where wouldn't have even had to worry about those guys.
That's not true.
It's true.
They're chasing you, right?
Hmm?
They're running to you. So wherever you go, they follow.
Sometimes the rabbit's got to turn it on the hunter.
What? That's not a saying, dude. Don't even try to make that a saying.
Give him the -1.
That's not even a thing.
-1.
Sometimes the rabbit turns on the hunter with what? He got a gun too? Like what? Like, he won't stop. He won't stop. Why do you do this? Why do you do this?
Take a break. Back after this.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
Nah, dude. They call me the kangaroo. I'm gonna nestle that thing in my pouch. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. No guest today, but when we do, it's on the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop hundreds of Toyotas indoors in one of America's largest showrooms, the Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. If you guys are looking for Monday Night Football tonight, Jets hosting the Bills. You can listen to that here on WQAM and on your Odyssey
you need
app.
the Jets to win.
Just to stay respectably.
Just so you can say respectable.
Striking distance. Otherwise,
you ain't going to never catch up.
It's going to take a hell of a climb. I'm going to need like
so you're going to be wearing – we got to see how much these things cost.
Oh, man. The Kyler Murray.
The Kyler Murray. Because it already – and this week, then we all could do it, right? We all do it.
Well, I mean, they're already behind a week. You know, these.
No, but this was just for a week start over.
Okay.
This was just for the purposes of this week.
But, like, how are we going to get to the final? Like, the final total, nobody will ever catch up.
What do you mean?
Because we already did a week's worth of games. So we're doing a game record for the month.
No. So we'll just start this week for that bet.
Which
it's just
one?
me, you, and Marcos.
Okay, so what was this past week?
JFig can't do the Kyler Murray.
I understand that.
Okay.
I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to get to an HR meeting. I'm asking you, though, so what was this past week for?
Huh?
What was this past week for?
Oh, so you just me and you just go solo this week?
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. Hello, Scooby.
Or Marcos can catch up. He can pick an extra games.
They can pick twice the games.
Oh.
Val, what's going on, Val?
Oh,
like Val Kilmer.
Leroy. Hey, listen, was it cold at SoFi Stadium yesterday?
I don't know, man. Like, why would you ask a question like that?
What was it like? What was the temperature? Because Justin Herbert shriveled yesterday on that last
shriveled up, dude. He shriveled up.
He shriveled up. Oh, shriveled up, man. He looked like he was freezing, like he just came out of the pool and he got caught shriveled by George Costanza's girlfriend. Let me tell you. This is Dan Graziano. I was reading an article today on ESPN about how the Dolphins escaped SoFi with a win in the last minute. No, sorry. They shut the door there, Graziano, with sack.
Graziano said that?
Anyway, Leroy.
Yes, sir.
Graziano, hey, listen, but he did redeem himself by saying that Tyreek Hill can be the MVP. So, okay, I'll give him that one. But the Dolphins shut the door on that game because Justin Herbert shriveled. Listen, I'm sure Justin Herbert's a great guy, but because of Justin Herbert nerds out there, I dislike this guy. Dislike him.
I
take great pleasure whenever he loses, man. Anytime he loses, Leroy.
Yes.
I've been thinking about who Justin Herbert reminds me of, man. And I found it. I found the guy.
Who?
Jeff George. That's all he is. He's pretty Jeff George.
Yep.
He's got a big arm, but he's a loser.
A big arm that he never uses, by the way. Thank you, Val. Bunch of check downs all over the place.
Didn't he throw for damn near 400 yards?
Who?
Justin Herbert.
No.
What did he throw for?
For like 200.
Oh, they had 500 total yards.
Yeah, they rushed the hell out of the football.
Okay.
But that was not a QB duel.
Right.
That was a Tua Eckler duel.
But here, you don't play the type of game the other team wants you to play. You play the type of game that you're having success.
No.
If you're running the ball like that, you're not throwing it.
If you have a
much.
generational quarterback, you think that you're gonna.
I've already had this argument once today. I'm not having it again, but it was somebody else. Like, just because you pay a lot of money for your quarterback doesn't mean that every week he has to be the reason why you win. Why get over that? That doesn't mean he ain't worth it or he's not worth it. But there's going to be moments in the year. There's going to be moments in the year where you need your quarterback to turn around, make a play or something like that. That's why he has that money.
We'll see.
You're doing it.
I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything, dude. Really? Sergio makes a great point. I can't believe that Tobin hasn't mentioned how strong to his neck is after he shrugged off that Bosa face mask and fired it to Barrios. Great point, dude. Jiu-jitsu.
Already coming into play?
Yep. And doing the old Mike Tyson neck exercise. You know?
Yeah. They teach you that. Pretty good. Got a new helmet, too.
Yep. New helmet.
By the way, Marcos.
Yeah.
With what your neck is holding up,
all right.
Your neck should already be strong.
Already?
Play a little all right, oh no, to close things out. Woo-hoo! Welcome back, everybody. Hey, our show and Miami Media School are giving you a chance to watch our show in studio and take part of the Goosies, the shenanigans, the sports talk. You guys want to see how it all works? Go now to WQAM's contest page and enter. And by the way, you can gain the skills, advantages, and insights you need to become a sports broadcaster. Visit beonair.com for more information. But give it away an in-studio show to one of our fellow Silly Sauce Shenanigans followers out there. So check that on out if you guys want to come watch the show in studio. Enter now on WQAM's contest page. And appreciate Miami Media School for hooking this up. All right. Oh, no. That's how we close out a Monday. I'll go first. My all right could go a lot of directions here, but the man who deserves it more than anybody is Tua.
All right.
Tua deserves it. 466 yards passing. Dan Marino giving him and Tyreek Hill advice like a true guru. But Tua, he's had so much dirt kicked on his name. I was watching a clip of Chris Sims today who was like, oh, the talent gap is already decided. It's never going to be close. Tua's never going to be Justin Herbert. Well, what now, dum-dum? And you clowns on Jet Up, you sit there shamelessly trying to say, oh, Tua's great. Tua we know what you said. You guys, imagine this. Imagine following the lead of Mike Tannenbaum saying Tannenbaum was right. Wrong. And also Ryan Clark, save your tweets. Save your tweets. Save your tweets. Tua's already said what he wants you.
As he would say,
save your tweets.
So what did he say? He wanted to congratulate Tua.
Oh, Tua, we should. I was like, get out of here. The phoniest tweet after what you said. Now all of a sudden we're buddy.
Kidding.
Get out of here.
Can't take a little jokey joke.
No, I can't. Said he didn't work hard. And he worked hard. Tua was like, you think I wanted to get this jacked? I was fine with my size. My oh no. Goes to Jimbo Fisher. Dum-dum. See nothing, see a lot. See a little.
Oh, no.
Ah, dummy. What do you got, Leroy?
All right, I had a couple of oh no's, but I think I'm going to give an oh no to the defense.
Dolphins defense?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You made big plays during the course of the game. But at what point are we going to stop the run?
That was the theme of Mike McDaniel's speech. So he's like, we only needed one. Defense. We only needed one.
One what?
One stop.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
He's technically right.
He's right. You can't get run for 200 yards. You can't get 200 yards run. And the NFL, that's unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was terrible.
Well,
all right. Now they turned it around, and I'm lukewarm about my oh no, but that can't happen.
Okay,
can't happen. You cannot give up 200 yards rushing. And in fact, I'll be willing to bet that if you run for 200 yards, you're almost guaranteed to win.
What else is you have another oh no, or are you going to do an all right?
No, that's just my oh no. My all right. My all right is going to go to Coco Gauff.
Yeah, dude.
All right. I like the way people hold receipts now, right? You got to do the company line.
You better be ready for the petty.
Line, ready for the petty, right? And there's so many people. The thing that I hate about sports and what I do is you can take the same situation, put it on two different people. One person will get a pass and the other person can't be, you can't be worth anything because you can't do this. So right now in football, we're looking at Justin Herbert and we're looking at Tua. Now, neither one of them have done more than the other, right? They're in the same spot. But I promise you, if Tua had the finish that Herbert had, they would say that's why he can't be the guy.
That's why he can't be the guy.
Right.
Oof.
But because it was Herbert, we're going to hear a whole different.
Excuse me. They're already blaming the coach again. How many coaches does this guy get?
That's his only coach, right?
Nope. He had Anthony Lynn already.
We had Anthony Lynn his rookie year. And this is the guy that he played defense to keep him out of the playoffs.
Yep.
Right? I don't know. But they keep giving him break. The Tua, listen, you can say what you want about Staley, and you say maybe he's not the best coach, and you can say maybe he's hindering what Justin Herbert can do, right? But there's nobody who had to come back from a coach playing defense against the quarterback.
Not even close.
Right. So the situation with Brian Flores, there's nobody had to
By
do
the way,
it.
ownership doesn't get a pass either. Stephen Ross wanted Tom Brady. He wanted Tom Brady. Y'all, I mean,
Who wanted Tua?
honestly, we should
Wait,
thank
who wanted Tua?
we
in
should
this
thank
organization?
Brian Flores for suing the Dolphins, because otherwise it was going to be Tom Brady and Sean Payton here. And look at Sean Payton, boob, onside kicking it.
Well, you got. I mean, is it him or Russell Wilson?
I don't know.
Both of them.
Well, no, because Russell Wilson can get cut.
What's
Sean
your all
Payton
right?
can't.
No, JFig.
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that the Dolphins have to have my all right, as well as the Marlins.
Yep.
Inter
Marlins took
Miami.
3. Brian
And
De La Cruz.
also, and also Dan Marino for giving us the Goosies.
All right.
You know, JFig, you're right. Dan Marino did give us the Goosey. And by the way, you know, shout out to Dan Marino. Everybody always makes fun of his stint with the Dolphins officially in the front office, but this guy's just hanging out in QB meetings, just spreading wisdom. You know, this is a better position. Just a soothsayer.
Want me to tell you
a
why?
soothsayer. Go
Want me
out
to tell
there.
you why?
What?
Because once somebody pays you for something, you got to show up. I'm more than sure.
I'm
he's
sure they
like,
pay him something.
No, but I'm more than sure he's like, oh, I don't be here every day.
Well, he's Marino.
Yeah.
Not gonna be there every day. You know, he's got things to do.
If you have certain jobs, you do.
Play pickleball.
Advertise Anthony's coal-fired pizza.
Oh,
Gotta do
delicious
stuff, you know.
What's your oh no, JFig?
So while I was watching the game, I had too many heart attacks with the blue screen. Okay.
Oh man,
that's a good
Yeah,
one.
what do you-
That is a
what's
good
up
one.
with you, CBS? Are you Adele?
I have PTSD. Okay, I have bad luck with service over here, so I thought it was on my end, but thankfully it was
That was
not.
everybody. The whole feed cut
Yeah,
out.
I was not okay with
On
that.
the Jalen Phillips sack, the one that ended the game, like right before he hits him, screen goes blue for what felt like 30 seconds, but it was probably just like
Felt
2
like forever, and I definitely
But like all we
overreacted.
did, we saw, and it was like Kevin Harlan's like, and Jalen to the ground, Dolphins win.
I looked at everybody in the room, and I was like, "What?" And yeah,
It was like one of those moments after like the Sopranos finale. You're like, what happened? Who stepped on something?
Yeah.
Marcos, what do you got for all right? No, today.
I have 2 low-hanging fruit ones, but for each, my 2 all
Well,
right.
you know, frogs, they love low hanging fruit.
Hey,
Easy for them to
don't-
eat.
Come on, you know,
Get
we're
their
this is
tongue.
Victory Monday.
Oh,
we
sorry.
can't even. One of them goes to Tyreek Hill. You know, I got a real jersey here. First real jersey of adulthood.
Wow.
I was like, I gotta honor my boy with some real stuff.
Cheetah.
200 yards. I mean, come on. The stats speak for themselves, but the timing of every time he made those plays, it wasn't he wasn't front running. It definitely was much needed. So he gets one of my all rights. My second one goes to TVD, man.
Yeah, he
TVD
was
is
awesome.
Possibly back.
All right.
I think he's back.
It seems
He was
that
throwing
way.
a pretty ball, man.
It
It was a little tougher last week because of the weather.
Yeah, the weather sucked last week.
Wasn't there? There wasn't a delay. It was delayed because of the game this week. Before that,
There was something that was going on because of the I don't know if, was that the reason they tried to delay because the Notre Dame game got delayed so much. I know like the first I think half was basically on ESPN News.
right? They delay it for a certain period of time, but then they can't because they have games all day.
By the way, WPBF, you did my favorite thing, by the way, which is
Weather
like
report.
let's put the giant graphic up for rain.
Okay.
And they put and they
Needs to take up the
they
whole
put,
screen.
They put the football in the corner. It's like we
Never-
can't see it.
I'll never understand that. I'll never understand why they think that people watching a football game need to be knowing about a flood advisory. Like, I'll find out. Don't worry.
First of all, who's watching TV
I'll find out.
and has to know about the flood report anyway, right? Because you're not going to hear that if you're on the road where you
It
should
doesn't
be.
mean anything. It's like we just have graphics. Let's throw them up. They do it all the time. It's so annoying. And Palm Beach, like I guess because the old Love News, like they will throw it up for like a rainstorm. Oh, graphic. Like not even serious like weather.
Game ops.
You know. Any O-nos, Marcos?
Yes, I got 2 of them. One of them pretty obvious. Jason Sanders.
Oh my
What
God.
the hell are you doing, dude?
You're right. I was trying to forget that.
Wait, how many people?
Jesus.
Like, how many people played in their mind all the things that were going to happen to lose by one?
Jason Sanders would have been traded the next day. So he gets one of my oh no's. The other one goes to Israel Adesanya.
Yeah, blew it.
What the hell was that?
What
dude?
was that?
Not
Did he
even
blow
the
it or
fact
did
that
he
he
get his
lost.
butt kicked?
Huh?
Did he blow it to get his butt kicked?
He got demoralized.
He just got.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Nah.
if he got stunned the way we saw in the beginning, maybe he.
But you can't do
Like-
that though. You can't be Terrell Owens, right? You can't be someone as vocal about the swag and the personality and then cower at the end of a match.
It's one of these things that I say with that sport, though, that you gotta respect the greats who are the greats, because
Everybody goes through this.
everybody goes through this. And then, like, Anderson Silva held the belt for 7 years, and George St. Pierre
crazy.
was pretty much unstoppable outside of the Matt Serra knockout. Like, longevity is really hard in that sport, and it's really hard to touch the goats of that sport, because everybody's gonna run into somebody, because there's so many different ways to lose. Not even to win. There's so many ways to lose in that sport. All right, everybody. That's our show. Fantastic double victory Monday. Had a great time with all. If you missed any of today's show, you go back, you watch it on YouTube or Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. And we'll talk to you show ponies tomorrow.
And that ball is mishandled. Blocked and picked up by the Cowboys defender on the right sideline. It is Noah Egan-Benamaki, and he runs it in for a touchdown for Dallas.
Jesus Christ.
What?
We try to let it slide, but he just continues and continues.
You need to be mature. Okay, I'll see myself out.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.